Kwame Befi, and after the conceding speech of the Vice President or the situation report, and crime, Eddie Abrense and crime, and so I think Kwame Yadasi and ne anopay. Ewo nkoma odi abeboyen enso hontina de enonso hontima yamobo other season bia me fan say among the big names are MPP a omo elusu omo city ebobo binyeni nyina ena ye bobo de wani chema Esla Owusu Ekuful Ablekuma Central eno ahre eye MPP Andrew Ejapa Mesa Sekendi eno ahre MPP Hawa Kumsin Ewutu Senya East ahre eye MPP Henry Kwati ayawaso Central eno so ahre eye MPP eye Lydia Alhassan ayawaso West Wogon eno so ahre MPP ho sit omoje no 2020 no eye Honorable John Peter Amewu eno so afri nensa de etian Seketi Hammond adanse asokwa eno so afri ahre eye ono so afei Andy Apiakubi ewasante achem eye North eno so afri MPP ensa okaikwe North dome kwabenya ni nyina no MPP4 ahre odo ni chim ewo Yendia City no MPP4 and so ahre eno and a host of other seats across the length and breadth of the nation. MPP4 ahre those seats na and also kakra no rekadi atudwa say ohwe the press conference that the National Democratic Congress aye communications director lawyer Sami Jemfi edi ebetudwa na about 186 seats there 186 seats and that's roughly 180 for 85 seats akodi the National Democratic Congress out of the 276 seats no na the eternity say yet say MPP4 seats no already so aba as at now make us say about 94 of the seats and na womo ensa ekutemu obekaya in 2020 soti about 137 about 137 that is a par and Sana the independent candidate in the shape of Honorable Esiama Famana ononso edi ne hokobon kodom eye MPP oye bize momo enya majority ewo parliament in 2024 as the results provisional na aba abonting eneya yeka ho asem na chese the National Democratic Congress etimi enya about 186 seats, unprecedented in the history of election, because parliamentary elections in our country. 2016, the MPP AAB announced unprecedented about 167 seats, and now Womo Ensa Ekaye na Ene 2024 NDC Enso Aye Abakwasem Etimi Enya as at now and still counting about 185 seats, and now Womo Ensa Aka. It is possible ebetimi akonedim na de ewoho enono Ashanti Region American edi atudwa so some seats have fallen, some seats that are traditionally enflepo da etimi aflepo edi akoma the NDC honoma na eno ehu ensem enso enono ti apart from sisa na omwasoasenom no de biase adwura any other sita na ewo honum na enei such a front plains those were the four sisa na NDC ewo aswase new de biase adwura ana such a front plains enea ye kase de yetese adwura de no contention abaho ya enei yasan afre womo se omo esan ahwemu na omodi eho adwuma enti eno ede no enya embeto dwa officially na odwani echiremu ahafo no north eko NDC eho ahafo no south east eko NDC ho akrofrom eko NDC ho Obuasi east eko NDC Asante Achem north eko independent candidate Nana Frimpong ono en Assault FM eyene dia Aswase eye omo traditional seat omo maintain seat in the Central Front Plains eye womo a traditional seat omo maintain new de biase eye traditionally and I say I flip once about MPP ho but for some time now kwakodi NDC eho adanse asokwa Honorable Katie Hammond deɛ no so yɛte sɛ wɔntwentwe kakra ɛnso aba ho a ɛno nso wɔn edi ɛho adwuma ɛnso ɛwɔ hɔ na ɛno ɛho ɛnsɛm kakra ɛwɔ hɔ ɛno no right as and when time permits us yɛbɛkɔ na afei yɛdidi nkɔmɔ no bi ɛde afa ɛyɛ resource ahodoɔ a ɛno aba abɛto adwa 16 regions no. Mede Tuga say in 2020, you hear the performance of the New Patriotic Party award 2020 regionally. Said the party no born homoding messing esiso ebu na afe yahwe said the enema enso ekoye ewo aye in 2020 no yebesan esiso 2020 medican editudwa say ohwe sisna na chese oko okane nyina boma NDC enya 137 seats, MPP enya 137 seats, one independent candidate in the shape of Honorable Esiama ono any MPP for ekoye business enti na onyomo ene kobo kuma MPP nya 138 omo form majority our parliament ahafo region na 2020 say ena na etien MPP enya 4 seats accounting for 66.6% ena NDC enya 2 seats accounting for 33.33%. Ashanti region MPP out of the 47 seats no MPP na omo 42 seats accounting for 89.36%. NDC na omo 4 seats, that is 8.51%. Oko Buna eho eche 12 seats and oho MPP enya 6 and NDC enya 6 eho sabre yaka say yede no so eho ensem ebebrem Bruno East and also na NDC ewo 8 seats and MPP ewo 3 seats, and that's a 72.73% as against 27.27% respectively. Central region na 23 seats no NDC na okutemu 13 seats representing 56.52%, and MPP ekutemu 10 seats 43.48%. Eastern region na 3 seats, right? Okay, enti meba beto so ba yamfe ni chem ewo Dome Kwabenya Charles ewo hona yenkohwe eye resource na aba ewo Dome Kwabenya Charles emmo yenkomo. Right, Charles, good morning.
Good morning.
Na owo de Charles. Yede nyamiase. Dome Kwabenya ese de nse ometimi akenka bibi awia na nboa.
Oga, we ba situ de na jabo we da situ de na de ko bi ni eno go ta tare na o ndi ko ba tare ta de ko o go an ta no o en ya de ta fun no no e go ba to ha e ta fun se e ja e ba ta ba ni e ko ji de ti no e na en ji de ko to ko e bi no mo ko ko a do ta ni ta ja de ti ho e go ha na ye wa en ji de ko no e go no e ko e da ni a ko ji de ti e ji go go e ha go so wa ba ji e wa e ko wa ko ya da go parliamentary work na wa hu de wa obi wo obi wo ko wo e da so e wa chu na ye be ko ya ba ko ko wo wo ko a ni ko chego 23.3 and Kessben 22.1 after so ba sorry to ko ko wo ya da na ko ni ko e ba ko ndo ni ana wa ko ya ko do ko ya ko ha o da mo na ya na
but omo ba se ne basa bi ensi omo de omo twom mo bo me na omo edi omo di basa nyesa Right, Charles, yeah, that's it. Yeah, that Charles Asipa. Right, enti na de on ma menwie ewe na fe ye bia homatrofo na mo amutie no so mo edi mo ensem edi aba. Greater Accra 34 seats last election meka 2020 no NDC nyamu 20 na MPP enyamu 14. Afi de etie ne se NDC enyamu mako 30 out of the 34 na de ewo hon eno no. Northeast region Sabri America say na MPP America 2020 na MPP over 4 seats and NDC over 2 seats and also adane ya the results no ebe brew. Northern region emu eche 18 seats and our northern region MPP enyemu 9 seats NDC nyemu 9 seats yebeka say ensesaye abaho ya de eho ensem ebrew. To region bibia nsesa NDC ewo 8 seats na MPP ni bi eno asa NTM odo ni echem ewo Savannah NDC ewo 4 seats na NPP ewo 3 seats eno so ensesaye etimi abaho. Upper East region NDC now 14 out of the 15 seats and MPP ewo 1 pe and also eho ensem ewo ha. Upper West region NDC ewo 8 seats and MPP ewo 3 seats and eho ensem ewo ha. Volta region na 18 seats na ewo na NDC ewo 17 seats and MPP ewo 1 seat per ewo ho. Sa 1 seat no NDC for assign aji I say 18/18 ewo aye Volta region. Western region hoso cyberbree etimi abaho kanena MPP ewo 9 seats ewo ho and NDC ewo 8 seats. There are places like Takra Denom, any other places are NDC for etimi aje at the free MPP for intem. And after Western North region 9 seats ewo na NDC ewo 6 and MPP ewo 3 also ensesaye bebree ena etimi abaho. Right, yamno homatrofo no so na se wutie en bebia otie bia no obetimi aba na enei the vice president nsama obeka jubilation na ekoso enema esiwo election no mu nyina no obetimi aba na wachire wadwesere wo ba ma okasa ho enti wadaroma wani betimi age ore betimi aho na mmom whatever you say here yenhwe say yebeka mana radiogenic menkana sam 0551 444 933 0551 444 933 obetimi aba na yene wadi enkomo. Hello.
The victory of the NDC is coming again, and the people say, hey, Jobodo, hey, Jobodo, hey, Jobodo. But no, me congratulate you, Bamia. Why are they? I consider defeat. Come on. I don't know, so don't know, now I don't know. Come on, now go, baby. Oh, I don't know. Oh, me don't know, Mama. Ghana is for Mama. He should come and rescue us. We are in we are in Mpasu. Ghana is liberated forever. Thank you, my brother.
Now doing the same. Anyway, one money ding also obetimi aba na wacha. Hello.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Everyone saying hello.
You're very Kalowizi.
Kalowizi. Okay, so free him.
Yes. Look at the free home to play.
Maminti we Kalowizi.
Hey, and I'm a hammer baby. And then maybe me came at the coffee.
Hey, there be yes, answer me and kind of a pachopi. What? Seriously. Hey, Edio. Hello? 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 Anyway, 0551 444 933. Hello? 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 Anyway, on your ready. Over to me, Abbas 0551 444 933. Hello? Hello? Good morning. Pacho dum TV no better than Kawa Wadaroma. Well, went to me and you know so. Right. 0551444933. Hello?
Yes, sir, master.
Yes, sir. Good morning.
Morning, boss.
Yes, what's happening?
Me didn't Yauza, me fetty so with my family debut.
Bamitio Yauza.
Maybe can in fact, make a say me to my sorry now, mamu. Yamishram. My money come to read who I mean sorry about who cry. Na my idea, you would defense a woman when you mean come on. Na where the Trinquakese, Emma Ghana Queen, and it can say, and this is now. You win election, John Draman, Mama. By young Papa Baumia, Wababa, be to say yes, your mama at one perfect team. Now, offer Silverman Fire, way a yes, sick in that cafe, Emma Ghana politicians. Maybe a near friends as a perform, won't do a Mapocotoba, Emma NDC, because a banner day. And I sent to rejoin this IGG seat. But I say, and then the history the IGG seat in Ponka, maybe I was a meeting doesn't put a baby. And it is also intimate party NDC. Sabu to say, abolish Unia, was a sorry and so. Yes, you are not very. Hey, John the man must say, dear Cassinis, you are 19 was me near what they said, Janubu. Open yourself a bull bear near Canasem.
But I say, Yauza, and what in Nkano. Say Obana Oma congratulations no sign etufu. Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Good morning.
Morning.
Paja first opening.
Paja Kofi Champon.
Kofi kasa free.
Paja me kasa free Kumasi Kessben.
Oh, Marinti Kofi.
Daddy a futu na me pese me two politicians now for. Say, and this voice of marine election, or Munyo Madrin say, be or marine election into no, the Ghana for our be diagro. Now, Ghana Hanono, yet they come, and the Tuaba. It in Yangopo, what Doma say, or marine election, or making sure say, or my Ghana for you, did you mean say, Pacha, not like bay, no water bay, and the body now, among Ghana for home. So, no, oh, not gonna for bread, not gonna for see a penny. It's what I can to Ghana for
you. Yeah, that's say. Thank you very much. Also, Odia Abedboa, a program, no, and so, no. Right. Hello? Hello?
Yeah, hello.
Good morning, Pacho Manosuka Kraman.
Program no more or Kessben and person the Kessben.
Who was for the first opening?
But your family who swag my Bernard.
What was a free?
If I show me first until the way.
Mamito opening.
I am if I show the foot to our make better mechanic say. If I show your family, Bernard who swag my.
Oh, they meant to know TV, no, so they TV can over to make a while. Open crowd TV.
If I show the person make kind of say NPP4 and I say politicians mean no. Yeah, almost for the near futu. And you can say beyond your catcher for if it's a young year to Abba, I'm a most so my baby years so. Now there I am yan say, you bet to Abanama or mobile or mobile near 2 million. You're crying over into me yet. Or mobile no more desire said you woman you say yes, please you more and if I crying him. Now yeah, who here or who here say young say I or my moon. Maybe I come on, Mana, you can say, Mahama, Eka, simply say, Ghana for your short memory. Sana, Nanaku father's a car say, one day I will drain full. One more speech to your woman, woman who you are, son of my catch recommend for me, and say you need Panibia, young mom to me, among the years or
that's a power penny Bernard. And also the idea about Abeboa. What message you between the 0551 599 933. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, sir. Good morning.
Good morning, Papa.
But you're first saying,
the patch of me, I would do.
You, Penny Casa Free.
The patch of me, Casa Free, Kumasi.
Mammy to open your wood.
You, me patch nyame nsamo pa ne munima ba because I'm agree minimum let's not say no again that people now singing and I'm na country politicians na say yeah do so won to delegate beto aba omu jai so omu chisika kase na omu bia yan temamfo no edu ya de so ama ba say mun kwato maye o yo man papa na omu de omu nyom man papa na ya no omu ma omu sika kase no saasi kasem na omu de yere to aba no so omu twemu a saadi we bi sibiem omu hu biem so da nti mun kan se wo mo me da se
Meso me da se pa right eye futu ena wo mo de ebre yen hello
Good morning, sir.
Your first opening.
The blame solo me kaza free jakoku.
Solo mami tiwe.
Ya bawumia wa ya de ya wa ba be fla congratulate mama. But the person end this go when say omunsia de bawumia aye no. That woman sia na next time they could sia wo no be bata. E be say bi o mema organa. God bawumia be accepting defeat fe you know. Ya do ma se. Oma be Ghana nso a ye bo mpa ya ma wo mso betumi aye ni na ne ya no ya no be de ye hundu o mo ye o mo tan ba be ye bi no problem ya da ma sen so.
Yes sir, that's a right. More calls 0551444933. Hello. Good morning. Your first saying
ya ni mekasa fi wese me
mami ti o yawo
da ma se na me na da na se o ma Ghana na agency bi anya ba akofo enti no ajima na o be ye ne bompa ese o be tima na o mo fanya ku system mo na o mo ko na ko na so o be ye bompa ese o be tima mo fanya ku system pa na MPP fo abasi no kwa me e meje omo di besunya nyansa next time omo di a omo so much
Beso me da se pa ewo oso dia odi aba beboa jumadi no.
Hello.
Good morning.
Aja good morning.
Your first saying
Aja from
Same ka se free committee 1 no ntio Same
mi se de bawumia abaye no aye ni nyina ya de pa se abagine kunso atum amma kasa bia amma chiri na wizo no koma bibi ko no mu de besu ade papa ade bo no ma omo ya ye kura na ye wa kontu mo na ekoto abana mo no omo sa ka jeze mfi sikamla oma ukotu wienzo no masa ajane una obusaba kwa kujiska no na ade aba okuru mu no aba pa di no na o se chini pe o ma chiri kwan tiwe no mo de besu nyansa sabi o mo de be ye asua de na o mo soso mo ye mo nema bia o me ba o mo nzam ama voice ni soso do mpesa o mo soso ye no o ma ya mo ho ato mo wa de bo on ma utimu se o mo ya de ne timi hyewa ankasa wa kuma na o pese o ya de no e mo mo kra mo na esa hawo ntino you fa ba bi no hu ni se NDC for e ba na sa ne ma ne dia o mbe bi mama because me no ma hu bi go school e mo mo for MPP for frame se mbeto aba mo o mo ka mfa msi kamla am kwa na mo kire me se me for so de ko enko wi ase a na me makoto wi magiska afi de kwa ha braha me na mo ko yi afi de mi ana asa akobọ me so entino e ba na sa no ama wi na ehye mitrim enti mi wa chiri kwampo na me ba beto ma akoro na enya de ameba entino wi no omo de besu ade pa na mi shira mu nyina
that's it. Thank you very much from Tama Empotem ho and also the concern and no hello good morning
Assalamu alaikum morning
na first opening
Pacho Abuba mikasafra insita kwa mnai
Abuba mamitiwe
ene na kire se bon wi aye kroboni ampa wa kra dia ne ntempa
yo
mama so ya mana trinkwa
yo
Never 4 years over NDC better after.
Yo. Yeah, that's it. Aboba and Otin in Kano. Right. Okay. Now, hello. Hello.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning. Your first opening.
Mpacho Frimpong ni mi kasefe kumase.
You mami to Frimpong.
Mpacho na ho yede.
Me ho ye pa na so ye.
Yakopa adumboko.
Mm.
Oh, Brapeni. President Kufa na mi elusi o.
Ade wa ye
na kenofra tankwa so no kwa na e so me ebema MPP elusi. Yi papa free ho, yi free ho. Day. Oh, 90% there, President Kufado. Mo bi na dem person bi abakwati committee bi ase o mo ba hwehwe e kwan e fa so aye lucy ye. Ye nti lucy ye e Kufado. 90% ye President Kufado. Che MPs no mu lucy ye no. Enyo mu nyina na say eye te say MPs na constituency ni pe omo. Ba Kufado ho bufu. Che say enra resource na ye bufu resource, bufu aba na nkofo to ye. Enra me ko fa edum. Ya toto stores so yet enkofa nkoto aba. Ya toto stores so still enkofa nkoto aba. Uba president why 5 interchanges wa Accra Kumasi 0 next time umba 5 serious.
But I say ono so edie eno no yemfa sobo no emfa emmo President Akufo-Addo. Hello. Good morning. Pacho mane so kakra na why?
Okay.
Your first say
Me pacho me de
Roxy ekasa free hin.
Me kasa free Kumasi Trebo.
You mami ti Roxy dey na so ka.
Okay. The American is the time mami mo NGZ for abaso. Just about to the sa na tie. Na misrada me no me help people ni pa na esa se wa nya woni ema ya obi nzu so ebeba na ono so aba ba so na MPP for titiru especially misra we ye futu me nwa ba kan o kan se wase ye delegate for anakwa delegate for no ye beto aba o TV fridge obo mu se na omo chesika hodo afi omo check scar hodo le mo mbe bi aba general election ni e be fro ko na ko to aba me good citizen there was ko na ko to aba na omo kaka zem se ya na munimi se good citizen na aba was a mum bi mo bia to na mo so kwa ko diska in delegate and the way before I was a party to Ashanti region mum bio se de be ya obia bit na to aba na ye was say you know a man so e ba begina no na utimegin mirase munya juma pa
Woso yagwase pa awo oso odia odi a brain. Hello. Good morning. Your first opening.
Free ma.
Free.
Kasa fi afenya Accra.
Mami tell you ma.
Ba o mi am born abaso pa wa treso a politician. Wa treso a matured politician. Ghana wo bi da. Wa wo bi da. NDC for one gaga politics kwa wonti ase. Wa wo dem MPP for atrem. Ama de anche so kwa abosai. This was consider defeat. Mo anka mo setai. Mahama besine olusu e wan consider. Me MPP de me wu am MPP enne me faka me no ka say me fia me wa fie so me faka ko nof na me ko to mama ba oni me kasa ese mo sabuba
Yo
a consider kama na mo MPP fo nso esemwala sinne papa de ba sabuba beto abai ya hwene ko ehun over
Hello. Too bad. Also obetime abaso na also wache wadwen. Hello. All right. Mianko Tema Central Emra na Yanko fa Steven na yeneno eni enkomo. Hello Steven.
Yes,
Good morning, Mr. Say. Benyamiasi. Tema Central den ekoso ho.
It's a point to go to actually, I'm not going to office here. You look at it. It's a point to go to a personal. And I mean, it's quite the time. I'm going to the course of the year. I don't know what to say. You see, every boy, I'm on you. We saw some of them that will come and look at the now, the two of us, I don't know how kind of
Hello. Otunenka. Steven. Hello, Steven. Otunenka. Aha. To boss you na cancer na yentini yi. E dey important na ko hefo na aba ho na dey na esi ho no to boss na kama yenti why. Oda wo ma.
Just to say, the inside, operational process. Presidential, I'm a Canada. I am a to 4 o'clock, and I used to. I'm not a student, and when I was media for the two. Now, parliamentary, I some kind parliamentary. Parliamentary, no, almost parliamentary. It's not both media, no, any proof for now. And you say, I didn't know we had the name of the They're trying up to now, 11 o'clock, I go to office today. I dear, you see, officer, enter parliamentary, no. It's a sin officer back there. I have a presidential kind of. Any both NPP agents, NDC agents, almost 2% and the entirely. If there's some side the I say, when you take a delay, I'm come up Quanomatina, if you go outside, there's much more inside the movie. I would go and send them. Oh, it's very you just are not going to tell which said, please need that from about cashier. I want to tell that. I please need a cashier on the stairs in the course. You only just want to say that when you want my technical equipment.
If for Sana a Bura, if for the Bura.
The only trouble with the law is to see that no year in the you will be order. You will be any person, much more than I can see for there's any process. What I said, process me a delay meeting. You see, every club, but no more the son of Sama Central. Because parliamentary, no, every day, I saw you, and I start person, and so you, MVP, and so you. It's that is the constitutional. I got back to my central. It's just my channel. Almost me kind parliamentary. I'm the son of. So when is it? When is it?
All right, and they say no more calling for reinforcement, and as a same situation it here.
That's all. I'm not calling for reinforcement. Please put my people. I think for the gather more. You need you say just kata. I am now just
all right. Yo, my response says Steven, now I'm so bad yet, na the BCB and was at their brain. Yo, Steven Azika ana otin kan reporter from Tema Central ana ode DSC hon maba say counting and recounting how much was want to say akwa say but I think that the electoral commission is keeping long sabre ya Alhaji Mahmoud Baba declare and as we be conceded and anka say omo eba abonten entem. Hello, good morning. Your first saying Mami to your sister ya Ada na raho. Ada oye dian. I would try. When you bread already a bread and I see.
Bye-bye.
But that's anyway. Right. Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning, your first opening.
You're from Inokasanti because if you are judge.
You end up coming too.
Alan Cash is so usugu MPP so no. I don't know how ono na ye pe. Ono na ye pe. Na mo ye ya mo chinchine twan. Just say mo pe na mo pe. Na ayi say. The next time once anya say bi usa na be say yo.
Yo.
Ye pe no eno an ye pe.
Yo.
What tira pon ato ho say we free ho a we na eba. We mo chinchim ne nsa. Na mo dia mani pa wofro. Lesson the mom. Enye be almost ada.
Yo.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, that's it. Right. Into Obia when I drink, yeah, watch I drink train to qua. Oba announce watch drink. Hello?
Hello.
Yes, sir. Good morning.
Morning.
Your floor saying?
I say from Clement here. The name say from you single.
You're single, Mami Tiwe.
Any people in Japan. Because some people now to make peer barrels are no more time. But Mama be there, me sure say be there is now. Many aji power no do it. But me as why I there. I want from to come back be there. Okay. Because I'm not there down the phone. I'm going to me and from about now. But Mama around with their next way time with me. And work on.
Yeah, that's you're single. And so okay. Right. We say good morning for home advice to MPP if they should stop giving money to delegates, and also Sami should be advised to stop insulting when he mounts the podium. Gilbert Yao Ewo Bibieni and Odiwe are praying. Hello?
Yeah, hello.
Good morning. You're saying? Mami ti o wa kosi.
Bachelor ya na e omo every for the event.
Where are they?
MPP for pose.
M4 call.
MPP for pose no.
Enti asem na wo ka no.
Pose na mo ni
Lawyer bi anya pose o. Professor.
Professor.
Ade why dey?
They very
Lawyer Professor Swasapon.
Okay, I can thank you for.
Why dey? Hey. Anyway. Right. Hello?
Hello?
Good morning.
Morning.
Your first saying? Also, Saka so free here.
Me so idea a dear.
Oh. Also, as I meet you.
The MPP. One for money call. Yes. Idea. Really kind. My camera for you. I started reading. And then papa. And then cry. Oh. That is good now. Good, you know. You know, we just see papa, na be bring you money. So no, this kind of one future, and I can't say and cry. So I'm onto Adam. It is actually so much young father on people for an eye again.
Yo, that's a pa. On also actually not king. I'll say Dr. Baumia is an exemplary of good statesman. Peace be on his side. He surely loves Ghana. Dr. Baumia has a humble soul. God bless him and God bless Ghana. Ma Rita Ewo Kumasi and Odue Abraham. Hello.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Your first saying Asante de Mamintiu.
Edikan yebo Dr. Mahmoud Nabaso. Na field mi bisase Ghana pa bien ye hwehwe. Ana die pa ntili ye to aba. Na nneoma bebrebe MPPI yi ne tietu afọ abetia wo. Na mu masem ba so so mesan dia to ni say NDC abai. Ye stre Ghana fo banks na omo egugu na omo so omo san bebe ni nyina. Ye stre Ghana fo so mo hwo mu ye pa NDC ba se ya. Sa financial institutions bebrebe ni nyina no yɛnhwie odi sika kɔto a bɛnie paa na zanko fo de wɔn su ban no e ba sa no mo bɛkɔpɛ no ma hyɛ gugu bank no ma fɛ ma fo sika di Ghana ni bia hwɛ no yɛ bank foforo bɛba wɔ NDC pɛn so bɛda mase
Mr. Dasi Asante Ede. Right, we say the youth of Ghana have spoken. We the youth, okay. So we the youth, we the youth are hungry. We voted for development of the future of youth in the country, not just political affiliation, but love and care for people of Ghana. As he is about to be crowned as president of the country, he should make sure, and I repeat, make sure that he adheres to all his promises. If not, 4 years is just around the corner. Thanks to Dr. Baumia for accepting defeat. He has shown the love he has for Mother Ghana. Sam Tuga inside Techiman. Hello?
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Your first opening?
From Kojo Sunyan.
Kojo Mamitiwe.
Nyamiase for a peaceful election. Baumia Nyamishirano. Radin Tonim Kom. Radin Manning Panina Riasi Ninani Ghana. Yem politicians won shiano ye wayenti obesinaba papa e ka kire MPP for Ghana for emfa won se me pe free 11 SHS se komode Ghana for eduba bi ombeto atia ti wo bo bi na ma bisubutum eyede yes MPP for se ema ade wei entity of Montam. Na yenim se so also open 4 years 4 years no on twabie. Na mi shira Baumia nyamenya ne kese. Yenkoso nta na chi. Na mi sa ba we di Asante for yantimi ankwankoto mia minim pa. NDC for bi ma mi no mo ha wo sumia ne fa ka. Ekokoto because omo do party mi sira Marabia Mahama Beshe so okotu yo se 1 2 wo ye den a obedi so and na taxi driver trotro man kan say Mahama ba beton petrol ni diesel 20 Ghana and 10 Ghana fa two teams na minshira mo no nyamo kase pa Kessben
Onshira super. Thank you very much. Also contribution ade ababeboa a program no eno no. Hello? 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 Hello?
Hello.
Good morning.
Pacho, good morning.
Your first saying, you know.
Pacho, your friend is Syria.
Pacho Kasefri.
Kasefri Kumasi.
You auntie Simamitiwe.
Master Nina Titi and say. Sa communication director for Yagono. Minimba Picrum Koyi free. I nama MPP and Lusu are sharply region. Okotana TV station. No pity and Sakosra for one winnie. Visit Pennyfo Bebremeti and Bob Womutin, or someone and real. Before Pennyfo Bebre, as I see Ginomunina Kawam. The young opposition now, one raw Mohuasu. Naya of Famino. Yani a piano Momoquata Cunyanos. Into the Abano, maybe I am a ya, and so a yammy ya. yɛn nyinaa yɛaboro pɛpɛɛpɛ sɛ NDC yɛaboro yɛn nyinaa yɛ Ghanafoɔ sɛ MPP nya yɛn nyinaa yɛ Ghanafoɔ ɛyɛ wɔ yɛn a yɛwɔ fam no bi mu ɛda wɔ yɛti na wɔn ankɔto aba no nti wɔn nsua wɔn brafeɛ communication for any man who desire one of us campaign no ekasa wa radio so nti wo mo nka bia say wo da no no gidi say ja pade bi ba no ye ni mu no chema afoforo ti de be nyansesua nyame nka mo ho
council ho pa right ono so ache na dwen e de afa eye de ekoso no enso eho 0551444933 hello. Hello.
Hello.
Good morning, Pacho Manisu Kakrama Mawadaruma. You're frozen. Okay, so free. Maminti Sami.
Brad, yes, Ghana for the become DC first. Abatu ya kuibia kwa yapa sapasabia tepe ya kuipe po mani litia NPP pa oye Ghana NPP pa eye Ghana eye maame mani ye manke tenketon ko fa bibiama na de ne nema hwie egu no yati be ma hwe ase a nye na da ye mu ani na bible se o hwe ase a na de wasore enti mesere MPP fo omukoni so munyema yi enipa akokɔ mpanyinfo sɛ akokɔ a obi oni no wɔse no woni di abɛbɛsere MPP fo no ya omudi mpanyinfo MPP fo ɛsɛ mo bɛn yɛn no mu hu program a yɛkom sɛ yɛto aban wie sɛ yɛtim a ɛno ano no MP ba wɔte ka mu onyam ne nsa nano mi hunu tapo MP no ɛwɔ Moro market meni gye woni memu a we fu we mu no we mu utu ko ne nkyɛn kɔka ɛfɛ ɛhyɛ ni pankunan so enti ɛpasa tambia enipa obe nipa a ohun ni problem sɛ yɛanyɛ ne saa de a NDP yɛbɛtena ase akyɛ mekɔtɔ mapa wɔ brɛma abutuakuru a mekɔɔ yɛrevie book no obie book no a one side no bi nipa sister where na say masa wo monto ayede no monto misie nipa be say mo mo se yento ma ba ho nti it's MPP no me poma no men koto na makoto amu so e pasa na e ha ye di mesere obi an kana kuma to ye mu ye hwe o ma no se de o ma no abekɔ yi am ye nyina aba no abam ye nyina obi an koye basa apiesia ye ma asundie ntana o menu ne nyame no a oyi ni ma ye no nyame no ba ma ye bi ade ehu ye mframa aduane ye bebi de bi wura wo fie kwana mi bi kwa ma bie se nyame ma pato na mframa ati mu dia onkunim die ye wo dia nti mesere MPP fon ko de so mo nyema wo foro no mo nsa amara
yo Erase pa ewo also odia ode abrain sake of this MPP government I nearly lost my patriotism for Mother Ghana. I was no longer getting goosebumps when the national anthem was being played, all because I had so much anger inside me. They should go and pack and come back again. One for Udin Amma. Hello. Good morning. But your first say.
Hello.
Your first say, Penny. Dajum Pacho Manisu Kakraman, why?
Hello.
Dajum me too. Morning.
What's your phone, Brad?
You, Mammy too, as a feeling. Mammy too, Baju.
Million say. I found the phone, Madonna, or more money. So many years, Mamma, Baba had a papa, a nurse for Mamma could screw on my nurse for Mamma could screw on my teacher. I might have an abano or Bobby B. Yuma, a woman to Martin, and you buy the way to lend me a more. Or more money to no more per month. I buy now, but no nothing pass. Not to make the man and nurse one of you, two million Jumanio. To Martin, no 2 million Jumapa, and yes. Jabana, Mamma, yes, a million, Mamma.
project oyɛ ne Asante region no so ba western region ma ebi ni ha but e kura yɛ ni ji enyuma wa ya na Asante region bebrebe dia ma ɔmo no ɔmo ka ɔmo sɛ mama wa gempa yɛ wɔ MP 41 na ɔmo yɛ Asante region MP ɔmo kɔ parliament then ɔmo pray ɔmo de ba Asante region yɛ wɔ ni MP mo wa akra no Asante region ma ma yɛ project wɔ hɔ di ma bunu na me so mu kran sɛ ɔmo ɔmo ni kwa ban no ɔmo mo mpa yɛ ma no no ɔmo nyama ayi nkuma so ɔntini mi na ma bunu na wom no ɔmo so yɛ dwuma yɛ na MP 4 sɛ jɔfo ne dan na wɔ no ɔmo so ma di MP Asante region abro san sɛ ade yɛ nyɛ kwa MP yɛ no ɔmo ntini ni fɛn sɛ ade wɛ nyɛ ika ɔmo jinti na ɔmo kan yɛ magum ma ma nyima wa yɛ nkuma so wɔde twata MP 4 ɛne ka ɔmo abɔ no ɔmo ani na ɛtɔ de ibu de to average ho aka ɛkwan bɛ na ba so ɔbo sɛ mama kakete nyuma yɛ ni kakete ɔba ɔbɛsɛ no ɔman no mo yɛ project papa na ɔman no MPP aba bɛ bɔ kakete pa de ato ɔman no project bɛn ɛdɛ ɔyɛ na Asante region mu nyɛ so ɔto nti ba mo yɛ obi ayɛ sɛ MPP elusion ti ɛdɛ yɛ aban na ɛba no baba yɛ dwuma pa de Asante region apa ne ntuma so pra nti opisi a yɛ fa yɛ kai kuma se na Asante region yɛ ba yɛ bɛfa ne ma mama solution sa Asante region yɛ kura ɔmo yɛ business ɔmo tɔn nneɛma nso ɔyi koyi ya yɛne ɔwɔ baabi ya na ɔyɛ dɛ bɛfa nneɛma ambi ba dɛ na wayɛ abɛsɛ kuro no ɔmo mpa yɛ na aban na waba so no ɔntu mmɛyɛ ade papa no mpa mo a yɛ nyinaa da ɔnso da wase
so that's a right ɔno so ɛdeɛ ya ɔde abɛboa dwumadie no ɛnso ɛno no right 0551444933
hello
good morning
master
your first opening
friend of God and I don't know from Sala.
Mammy Towe.
Oh, William Dasba. Me, I say, MVP. A party be I mean, in the tune I'm called John here. It's Shem Juice will be beyond. Let's only I didn't know what's your party now. Won't ye? She will be called Buffer. Oh, now, when any point is so like a session. The blade won't you was young Waffle Horn and this is what. A million very so pet. No more MPP. But what I mean, she lay one away. You go up as a woman. Simply because we don't have any woman. I tell you what, only no cheap, okay, only cheap. And only idea, I do no one bar. But the other better said. The one and a party was giving more Germany and didn't get my agents. My be beyond because your assembly was a government chief woman be still with the HM do support the Fanda in a month for forever. The dear party will be the active member actually. And she said, what information called Eighteen more only I know who did it, really assist. And I say, I said, yeah, I wanted to chat with me. I said to me, it of form. February, oh, I can't say I wasn't going to my own for party. Many cash a year, not go any part. I don't know if that was Spanish for you or government. I did not party in one day. Also, I can call you the annual. Only is I will a message. I chat the about the Saturday party and your mamma. 2028. Everything.
All right. So that's a right. And also, I drink that. What do everybody and always I say to the NDC too, they should come and do the needful. We, the youth, expect justice from other Ghana. Any politician who has stolen money from the country should be seriously prosecuted. Foster Efijasi Asante and Oduwe Abre.
Hello.
Good morning. Your first saying.
I'm Adum Kranting.
Adum Kranting.
Abna
Kredu. Mami to Abna.
Asem na aba me ya pa. Ade a MPP 5. Na me de ye bom pai, bom me ya de pa me. Na me ye se pa se ya to aba. Na o almost mo di flood case be ba na ye ma kosu. Na motimi ato aba se tia no se ebekoyachi entimi de me mistake na 4 years o ma yan kan ya bo de se be ba o mi aba deɛ wɔyɛ korati no mesrɛ nkwa de ma ba wo nua ɛyɛ ne ɛto aba no fi ano so yɛnhwɛ sɛ yɛbie sukuu a yɛma ne ba no sɛ wobɔ bia fa 10 million ɛhwɛ sɛ wode sika bɛkɔ na sa atoto aba no yɛma ne yɛtwa deɛ a ne Ghanafoɔ mo ntie bye
all right. Also obetimi abaso na oni edi enkomo. Good morning Kessben FM. God bless Kessben FM. Okay, that's it. Hello?
Hello da.
Good morning.
Good morning sir papa. Me pa twa na ka shofi sɛ afigati.
Your first saying.
Na sɛ me mami dumasi.
Mami pa twa mami too.
So ani die mu a. Me ko sɛ me buta efe. And this one. Wɔn a wɔn wini na John Mahama ya ani die mu wɔche scammer wɔn.
Ɛno deɛ bɛntimi hu no.
Scammer wɔn. Bɛyɛ yɔdɔ. Bɛyɛ yɛn before ni die. Wɔn gye mfankɔma wɔ mu. Mfankɔma wɔ mu na wɔn adi. Nti edie no na ama ya wie no.
Okay. Most that's right. Anyway, Obia won a drink chair and so to me at chair with dear. Hello?
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
Oh, yeah, dear.
Yamiadum now, sir.
Oh, Yamiadum for.
Your first saying?
Yes, sir, Kofi Ado.
You, Kofi Mami too.
But I said 3 excellent in Kama Junction.
Okay.
Where how can I say? Yes, sir, more friend, or mobile, I just 3 stitches now with the Mama Bichum. Yeah, most of them call it 2 or more. And you're no fresh or Bichum.
I don't be a because of Bichum Free Moha. And me.
Maybe you're because of the Brahman, or kind of say.
I say Bichum Free Sitches.
I see Mama still Bichum Free Sitches. And she, I am more kind, more can't tell, more not at you, almost any other question of Bichum.
Okay.
Now, Mama Bichum and cat, one fat, you know, one of Mama that started 3 tickets. I can find one started or painting or started, you know. It's Mama about no, yet no be in the year. But we are near Kupado, my in the year. And then Mama show about the baby in the year on cash or about the baby chum. It's in the same way, no more friend, no more cat, and I'm not for the 2 Mama.
Yo, Mate, that's it. Anyway, also bet me abaso na yeti also the over at the Mayin and Anope 0551444933. Hello? Right, ono entimi enyinaso. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Your first. Yami adumo na so e.
Yami adumo ho ye me ra ho so.
Ede. Ora ho.
Me no ma na take so many years, 20 years. Yami adubo ache. Fine. Wa to come no na side here bia. Na ma kama me ka no se. Entu fie gu a. Na nche fie ni ho. Say enough far. Nka say ina eniwo ina wo. E bia me se baumia nkura say awurade a wo se ni pattern no. Awurade planet game. Wo ma na hu nsumu a ewo ni mo ne kra ni. Na awurade pambo nya kesi wo ni sie ni ne manyina. Na me ni se Kristo aye di na se no. Onya no. Wo se wo ko ama nkunindie emma. Na nyesi nyina no in Ghana for your party.
Hello? Hello? Metonka.
Ghana for legend Satra. Na Yesu Kristo kwa na wo adampa na wo po wi asiri mu yema nyina wo ba Ghana for be wo ni boni aye. Ghana for be ni boni aye so wo bo wo a wo ya wiemfo te same. Na ne ba kwa wi school no wo tini nko. Na ka wo hye no wa so ba be na practical. Wo hye no wa so ba be na wo wa. Wo na school na to no so wo mpa dia. Eye ma wo mo.
You. But that's it. All right. Enti the Ghana for pay eno makoto aba e de amano no na de ono so eche eno no Truly, Ghanaians have short memories, as John Mahama said. They wanted to eat now and forget the past. Posterity will judge us all. From Alberto. Okay, Alberto, so dear and hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, your first opening. You are coming too, Apia.
Delegate conference no more yeno. Yes, sir. Kodia. Womuntem. No more yeno registered member. Let do I any ambition. I go to about any MPI. Why would you come? For the back, where 60 million, where 20 million, where 30, where 40, no. There was the other MPP. I buy a bro. And exactly. Where impact. The BNC, and then cash, and you know what you want at the time of Manaba. So the other one there was some beer or beer or back. Or beer a panel. 7 players, I only got enough way, but near yes, papa. The money that you are trying. Come, every year, try and pay. The mobile Ghana, Muren, papa, yes, Christos, come when you take yes,
I know not good on that tangent because you need reason to a banner, I'm so menko honor. I know you're wondering, but in Pessia Beco Hosa, why? Thank you very much. Yeah, for that religious divide, you know, and from Mepachopi. Right, hello?
Hello, Senior.
Good morning.
Good morning, Senior.
Your first opening.
But you're saying Bonti. You can say female.
Bonti, Mammy Tio.
Yo, Senior, you can a bomb about so any Iduma Palm. Now, the ICM, you say, actually. Na emui esina bebu ni na mefa kwa we so na obi bia abotre se abato de etise sefo ehwe ase na ne a ebitu enti eni na yempa yemnya abotre na afi yemfa mpa bokesi pa enso enta wa papa nechi Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia afi asemba ko amesa chu the party for me say next time the MPP government muba ye tumufo aya munti kakra ye wa sente region ena ye for say ye mpeni for one crime ye crime meanwhile ashanti region na ma obut hwe ba bi ti se kwabere ila rusi na majano party need to make school fee in Bayern and Sanai. Etiso. Many more me say near delegates. Before Senana the party form paying for be market woman for be who support two party in the back our party ignore money. Entino San Yoma no say ye bear say ye no one koshe, ye no one culture dear no. Na ginyade ni yene yen kwaya bania ba bidia otine bi na ebekwa tia yen Delta Force for boys no gwa mo bia MPP party wa Ashanti region no enyago enso chama wunti ni ure fi omo eto de bia eya na eneo yeni na yewo chese yeni happiness nti ebeja na yeni se party ni best committee ye beba be tonya de ni akire party no because ye wa Ashanti region ho yeni party ni mu nsempa obi oba party nche ye na mama no dima no wo ye e man kete wo mo asisi dan wo mo asisi filling station mu na ye ni mu party office wo ye ni mu na bre enso mu nya pa wo mu resie na me na etwe yi na ye mu na ma benefit kese mu be hu mu fidie na egu site no mu be hu se NDC ko be mama ye eduru e ka e be ka mu na e ka obi a yankopon shira ofa
on shira so papa na ono so edia odi ebaye eno no right hello good morning
Good morning.
How's your first saying?
If I saw
Yes, sir, we'll draw. Me can say of watching well.
You want to do?
Me pacho. We be me too embassy phone in half. Yes, you know. Yanka ya command here. Na yanka den. If you said yes, you know, na never say na Dr. Baumia so better na senior Katinya Mintilano because Ubien Niva near the Mufia Metuaba. Ubien Niva Wajis defeat Atumun Temp to Baumia. Yamishran or not actually Papa. Next time on a 2 floor Omonia Omontia Sienta Me Womunia Fadia Patap Anara or Mochino.
Yo. It has man pick up a last call na yen try ho emra na yankofa the conceding defeat and I say message na I like remember you to me pick up a last one after yakofa no aba. Hello?
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning, Daddy.
Your first saying.
Because I me did the care for me because that's my husband.
Ekria don't go. Yo, maminti we.
Yo. Papa Mum Ghana for 2 more than I. Hey, Nipa men part the passage. Papa me yan MPP by me yan some passo. But me yan no make me yan some passo. Me yan no 9 after me. Yan fan is a brown. I know said the person a brown of few more chia yella John Mahama happiness. A dear na a street amreno everything. The price on that why would be shy say do for now, but because I didn't have papa. Or 4 by it, the one she but you do not expect or 4 it's maybe insurance by Emma, which is here, Juma. Yes, you could for the veterans, you are an issue, Papa. And so no, it's make us a free education what they have. Ghana for your phone.
Hey, Mr. Ghana for your phone. Thank you very much. I know dear. Say obi ankwama wa encheso your phone. Obi a obebi a ope. Incident on right. Yemfa calling in si hanumansa. Na afi yenko the press conference. Alhaji Mahmoud Baumia ya wadi a congratulatory message. Not sure they are the former president or G a defeat no etum. Yenko fa Alhaji Mahmoud Baumia.
Even though we await final collation for a number of seats, however, that these outcome. I have just called His Excellency John Hammer to congratulate the elect of the Republic of Ghana. I said during the signing of the peace pact, two things. Ghana will win and peace will reign. The people of Ghana have spoken. The people have voted for change at this time, and we respect that decision with all humility. I thank God Almighty for how far He has brought me, and I submit to His will. I am making this concession speech before the official announcement by the Electoral Commission to avoid further tension and preserve the peace of our country. It is important that the world investor community continues to believe in the peaceful and democratic character of Ghana. These are our most important assets. Ghana is more important than our individual political ambitions, and we must always put Ghana first. While this was not our desired outcome, I say this is part of the democratic process. We put our best foot forward in the contest, explaining our policies and programs. However, it is sometimes the case that the voter would have other ideas. I am very proud of the efforts of our campaign team, and I thank them very much. I assure His Excellency John Dramani Mahama of my full support in the transition process. As committed Democrats, we pledge to ensure that we have a very smooth transition so that the business of government will continue seamlessly. The MPP would offer the needed support to the new government in a very responsible way. Ladies and gentlemen, we have conceded defeat like any consummate Democrat would do, but we have not abandoned the fight to transform Ghana and expand opportunities to all sections of our society. We will not be a disruptive opposition, even though we would subject government actions and policies to strict scrutiny in the interest of our beloved nation. Our MPs, I am convinced, will do a thorough job to advance our democracy and ensure that the citizenry gets the best out of the democratic dispensation. To the rank and file of the New Patriotic Party, I know the feeling hurts, given that this is not the result you worked for. I know you would feel there is darkness ahead. That is natural, especially when in all sincerity you gave the assignment your all. But I assure you that we will regroup and come back even stronger. We will take stock of events and pick lessons to guide us going forward. In the interim, I urge you all to look into the future with optimism and hope. We may have lost the battle, but not the war. Let me also use this occasion to congratulate all MPs elect, with special emphasis on those from the MPP side. I would like to use this opportunity to thank His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, President of the Republic of Ghana and Commander-in-Chief of the Ghana Armed Forces, for his support and guidance over the years. I extend sincere thanks to the First Lady, Mrs. Rebecca Akufo-Addo, for her support and wise counsel throughout my tenure as Vice President and during the 2024 electioneering campaign. I would like to thank my wife, Haja Samira Bawumia, who has gone over and above the call of duty in her support for me. My thanks also go to my children, my brothers and sisters, and the entire Bawumia family for their support. I also thank my running mate, Dr. Matthew Poku Prempe, and his wife Alma for their strong support in this campaign. I am eternally grateful to our revered traditional rulers, religious leaders, and the generality of Ghanaians for their support. I thank former President Kufuor, the Council of Elders, executives, and the rank and file of the New Patriotic Party for their solid support. To all Ghanaians who voted for me and the MPP to implement our proposed bold solutions, I thank you for the confidence you reposed in us. To all Ghanaians who didn't vote for me and the MPP in this particular election, I thank you for considering my proposals, even though you exercised your right to choose by settling on the eventual winner. Let me also thank the Electoral Commission for overseeing yet another transparent and fair election in Ghana. I also thank the security services for their role in maintaining the peace. My thanks also goes to the media for their excellent reportage. Ghana has won. Thank you very much, and may God bless you, and God bless our homeland, Ghana. Thank you.
All right, let's see. You're welcome. So straight away now. You're confirming your come from Sefi Yoso. Now, on also the Ohono or the Amai. Ama, good morning. Naboko, dear. You and your boy and come away. The Adik Boko Yana Bahono.
Presidential and parliamentary, they call it now you're doing something. I'm married to now presidential, no, the thing can you call it now NPP, and 22,778, NPP 22,778, GPP and 89, good and 99, LPG and 15, independent and 6. PDP in 90 and at the NDP 34,356 and 24,356 86 and at the rejected at 1,405. Rejected 1,405. That was the measure. After vote cut, 59,322. 59,322. Now, taking place in 179. We say elected then we are. A year, you know, for parliamentary. Everyone knows, yeah, I know, yeah, Bama. And these women in the first, my entity, then I think 926. First, you and come at Japan, 24,926. After presidential, again, my NDC, then I 33,666. 33656. 3,666. Veronica, it's no more independent in 164. Rejected, 555. Rejected, 555. On a total valid vote casting, 59,311. It's Marshall, Watson, is so, and you're using a bear mark president to Mr. Eric and saying nothing. You're not any of the and it's sure, so I am doing so. Now, I can't say, you are president to people to work in, I don't mean
all right. No, now Ama Wadaruma. Ama, hello. Hello, Ama. Anyway, Yantia Manka. Hello, Ama. Right. Ama Yako, Yahrenum. Right. Enti ma yanko na fe yenhwe isi in some of it. But before that, my memfa manisi so the Ama at the Bray, no. Na the chance parliamentary no say in the Koye Oko Western North, ho else so na the Koye ni MPP candidate in 24,926. 24,926. And Ora, a friend Kofi Bentel, Onujama, and this year 33,656. Like I saw, no, and the parliamentary member elect for a year Western North. Now, the Femianko, now for Yanko share the Ecosom, and so our EC, and Nema Ecoso, Yanko Nenkuti, and also Ebi, our hobby.
656. Abebio, Veronica, 164. Total valid votes, 58,746. Total rejected ballots, 565. Total vote cast, 59,322. On this note, I declare Afro Kessben as the MP-elect for St. Louis for the next
And the people of St. Louis also have done something. They are in the majority. In fact, what the people of Rio also have done is an afterthought. They have thought, they have spoken, and they have acted. All I can tell the people of Rio is that I'm very grateful for the confidence they have reposed in me to choose me as their next member of parliament. I'm going to be their messenger, and I know whatever they have spoken to me, whatever they have told me, whatever they are sending me to parliament to do for them as far as the development of the Serioso and the people here are concerned, I'm going to do it. Remember, I told them in my campaign that I do not promise. I know what I can do. I know what I have done. And that is what gives me confidence to tell my people that I will be able to serve them. To the good people of Serioso, to all our chiefs, all our queen mothers, all and sundry, especially my other contestants. First woman Ajapon of the NPP, Veronica Abebio, the independent candidate. We all had a common cause of serving the people of Serious. I know we all had the capacity to serve the people of Serious, except that we all cannot do it together at the same time. I'm wishing them all the best in the next elections if they so want to pursue. But as I'm going to serve the people of Riosu in the interest of all of us, including what Kumankama wanted to do, including what Veronica wanted to do. And at the end of the day, at the end of my service, the victorious community of Riosu is what we are all looking for. Thank you all. And
what did the magic?
Kofi Bentil, ono MP MDC ni a ye no for Sehwio so ya ono so ewini ye enso eho. Yes, I'm going for another report from Doma Nimpotem ho na yenkoti de ho so ekoso enso eho na de koso eho. Robert Opoku ewa Homans. Robert, good morning.
Good morning.
Naboko de.
Yango for the Papa Boko.
Hey. Hello, Robert.
Hello.
Who do you have to say?
I know Saturday. My commission center about the TV to see yeah, but then you have to see what electoral commissioner and as district no Mami awohwe abato so ewo ho no mu ana awohwe abato so ewo ha no mu de yeseso ye ema ye de dwumadi a yedi ye no eba na wie se be kire nipa a wotimi di nkuni mo parliamentary no mu na sei president ne so ye be kire aba amanfo pe na ye be to aso de akodu ba bi yeseso ebobo man ni de ne se de eno aba wie ya eno ka se ye hunu Mrashe Bedeni, Tiafi, Yobadia Humena, Yakako, Twaso, Elbadia, Twaso, Pedro Casadia, Afiena, Nosumaba, Abipimo, Eofi, no Doma East, Anase, Doma Epue, Mensini, Anna Abaso, Empesiaso, Ewobono, Mantemu. Yes, Rasebedrum, Akujano said, a horse is a coy, and any power frame, Rasebedra, Ejano, now any family and son, a NPP, there within a Edema, NPP, Amanukuno, a year. Over a friend is for Chum, Berima, Apraku, and I said, or Aprakuchum, Berima, or no, and Anna, or Yam Rasebedronia.
na ogyina edema ɔmanfoɔ a wɔwɔ mpɛsua yi soɔ ɛna afei maame rahel owusu a ɔno nso ɔyɛ ndc ni ɛde seɛ a ɔno nso ɔbɛgyinaeɛ wɔika ho a ne mpire no so a ɔno nso apere sɛ ɔbɛkɔ mmarahyɛbadwa mu na mmom deɛ di kan no deɛ ɔko edi nkubuo nti wantumi ankɔ na ne ɔkasa deɛ ɛtɔ so mmienu no watumi atu ɛyɛ papa a yɛfrɛ no paul twum apraku anaasɛ paul apraku twum barima watumi ayi n'ase akonnwa a me ne ɔkasa maame rahel owusu a atumi adi nkunim na sei ɛna dwumadie no ɛkɔɔyɛ dwumadie no nyinaa ɛkɔɔ na wieɛ ɛma a electoral commissioner a ɔwɔ mansi mu ɛbobɔɔyɛ no sei ɛna kɔsiiɛ yɛwura paul apraku twum barima a ogyina ma a npp amanyɔkuo anaasɛ ɔsono amanyɔkuo no onya mpem dumienu anaasɛ onya 12,050 ɛna yɛ maame rahel owusu nso a ogyina mu ɛma ndc amanyɔkuo no ɔno nso enya 12,310 ɛno ɛne ɛma a maame rahel owusu a etimi ɛde edi nkunim ɛna fa yɛfrɛ no twi jaban so ɔno egyina kɔntekorɔ ɔno nso enya 126 na mmarahyɛbadwam akonnwa no sɛdeɛ ɛho nsunsuansoɔ no ɛkɔ wie a nifoɔ nso ɛde ɛto dwa ɛma nsɛnkyerɛfoɔ nso yɛte die ɛno no yɛhwɛ ɔmampani deɛ no a ɛno maame a ɔhwɛ abatoɔ so anaasɛ wɔn a ɔhwɛ abatoɔ so wɔ mansi mu sɛbi ɔnni ho kwan sɛ ɔno nso obi bɛka sɛ obɛtumi adi kele anaasɛ ɔbɛka sɛ wei ɛna di nkunim anaasɛ wei ɛna odii sei no yɛhwɛ ɛno ho nsunsuanso a ɛbaa yɛn so a npp amanyɔkuo no ɛyɛ dr mahmood baomi a wogyina mu ɛde ɛma npp amanyɔkuo sɛ nka ɔpere ɔmampani adwa no ɛma a wonyaayɛ ɛyɛ 12,203 12,213 afei daniel augustus lati ɔno nso enya 38 christian kwabena andrews ɔno nso enya 34 christian kwabena andrews 34 kofi aparu 12 Mohammed Frimpong ɔno nso enya 7 Mohammed Frimpong 7 Nana Akosia Frimpong a ɔno nso egyina ma CPP onya 168 afei John Dramani Mahama NDC onya 11,138 Hassan Abdullahi Ayarega ɔno nso enya 27 afei Kofi Kranten enya baako ɛyɛ 1 Kofi Kranten 1 George Chum Berima Edu ɔno nso enya 4 ɛna afei nso Nana Kwame Bediako enya 310 ɛna deɛ otwa ɛtoɔ ɛwɔ abatoɔ nwoma ne soɔ no Alan Kojo Trematin enya 29 Alan Kojo Trematin enya 29 nia yɛbɛka sɛ yɛrejecte yɛ anaasɛ yɛyi firi mu a yɛkan ana ɛnyɛ yie no ɛno nso ɛyɛ 815 enti na sɛdeɛ nsunsuansoɔ no ɛkɔwie no yɛkeka ne nyinaa sisi ani a aba ɔmanfoɔ ɛtooyɛ no ne dodoɔ ɛyɛ 24,500 24,796. 24,796. Na ọmanfoɔ ɛsan alai ɛyɛ bosome ne da ɛtɔ so nson ɛkɔto aba kɔkyerɛ adwen sɛ hwan ɛna sɛ fata sɛ yɛma no ɛbɛyɛ yɛmmarahyɛ badwani ɛwɔ dɔma ɛpɔyɛ mɛnsin mu anaasɛ abatoɔ mpasua yi so na afei hwan na sɛ fata nso sɛ yɛma no bɛyɛ ɔmanpanini ɛwɔ Ghana ma yi mu no nsunsuansoɔ no sei ɛna ɛkɔkɔ wieɛ ɛwɔ dɔma abatoɔ mpasua yi so binua ɛda ase sɛ biribi foforɔ bi wɔ hɔ na sɛ wobɛpɛ sɛ wobɛbisaa na deɛ ɛkɔ wieɛ no ɛno no
Musa sɛ Robert na ɛhɔ nom te sɛn dɔma east sɛ na yɛ declare results sɛ na krom na ɛteɛ
binua meda ase yɛ declare results ne deɛ na deɛ akɔba ne sɛ ɛyɛ anigyeɛ nkoa na ɛrekɔ soɔ ɛyɛ anigyeɛ nkoa na ɛrekɔ soɔ ɛfa NDC foɔ no apɛm no na ɛyɛ anigyeɛ na mmom saa bra na yɛnya declare results no ɛna na sɛdeɛ yɛde kia te sɛ electoral commission anaasɛ district electoral commissioners no ebinom wɔ hɔ nom a wɔn ɛkyɛnkyɛn wɔn nan aseɛ na ɔmpɛ sɛ wɔbɛbobɔ abatoɔ nsunsuansoɔ a bɛka wɔn nsa no ebi kɔɔ so ɛwɔ ha ɛmaa na ebi wɔ baabi a no kwasɛm no na yɛ nuanom NDC foɔ a wɔhyɛ a wakeka nneɛma asisi ani na wɔ nneɛma akeka asisi ani no ɛkyerɛ nkonimdie ɛde ma wɔn amanyɔkuo no ebi wɔ baabi a no ɔpɛ so ma wɔn homene so wɔ kwan bi so nanso ɛyɛ a ne mpanimfoɔ aka wɔn akoma ɛde ato wɔn yɛm ɛde dɔmisa nkakra ɛna sɛbi mpanimfoɔ bɛka ne sɛ efunu wɔ yi ɛyɛ dɛn yara a amena mu deɛ ɛbɛkɔ enti ɛyere so paa so ɔde kɔburu baabi a maame a anaasɛ mpanimfoɔ ɔhwɛ abatoɔ no so ɛwɔ mansin mu no ɛtumi bubɔ aba no ɛma biribiara ɛkɔ awieɛ enti mene ɔkasa deɛ ɛyɛ NDC foɔ no wɔn ɛna ɛregye wɔn ani a ɔtenatena wɔn ase ahodoɔ mu otoke ahodoɔ moto cycle ankasa a wɔde ɛrekɔ aporɔbɔ ɛwɔ mpasua ahodoɔ so anaasɛ nkuro ahodoɔ so a yɛto aba no ɛde ma wɔn mu na ɔfa awerɛhotɛm kakra a ɛnɛ deɛ obi bɛka sɛ ɛnsi abatoɔ da no na mmom ɛyɛ abatoɔ no mu anaasɛ abatoɔ no ho ne ɛho bɔwbɔ no mu no awerɛhotɛm kakra aba a atete anaasɛ yɛnya ne nteɛ ɛne sɛ sɛde ɔkankyekyerɛ bi ɛkokɔɔ so ansa na 7 December no ankasa ɛbɛnduti no ɔkankyekyerɛ bi kokɔɔ so a ɛnteteɛ a yɛnya sɛde mpanimfoɔ mfiri so gyinaeɛ kim ɛnka nkyerɛ yɛ ma yɛnteeɛ na mmom biribinom ɛkeka ne sɛ saa sekankyekyerɛ na ɛkokɔɔ soɔ no wɔn a sekan no ɛkekaa bie no yɛde wɔn kɔpie mu ɛwɔ ayaresabea no ebinom ɛpere mu yɛhwɛ sɛ bi a ɛberɛ sɛ fata mu no mpanimfoɔ wɔbɛtumi wɔasusu gyina yɛ ama yɛ anaasɛ yɛbɛtumi ne mpanimfoɔ di nkɔmmɔ na wɔnom ɛbɛka deɛ wɔ mu ama yɛhunu na ɔnom sɛ no ɛfiri hɔ deɛ a ɛda no a yɛto aba a ɛyɛ ɛnora da no abatoɔ no mu ankasa a yɛbɔ mpɛmpɛn ɛne bɛsi saa mmere a nkonimdie akɔdo ama NDC amanyɔkuo no a wɔgye wɔn ani no deɛ ɛwɔ ne sɛ ɛyɛ asomdwie ɛne anigyeɛ ɛna aba ɛde ama bi mu yɛwieɛ no yɛne owura ɔpɔn atoni ɔpɔn a ɔno ɛyɛ wobadɔma ɛfoɔ mansin mu hanom a ɔyɛ NPP amanyɔkuo no wɔn etitire ne abɛdiɛkyerɛ a wodi kan electoral vice chairman ɛwɔ kwansisoɔ mfuo mu yɛne ne bɔ nkɔmmɔ no ne buna mu ɛsaneɛ yɛbisaa ne sɛneɛ akɔ no ɔhyɛ mu sɛn ɛnokwasɛm nie sɛbo papa ne kasa wɔ asomdwem sɛdeɛ yɛma mpanyin abɛdi akyire dɔkta Mahmood Bawumia adi kan bɛkasa bio no wɔkae ne sɛ ɛnka wɔn ɛnsusu sɛ mpo sɛ kɔbaa sɛ bonomantam mu nyinaa no
NPP mrasebe for obegun kubuwa yen kenye doma istana doma ko men semu ena wo hwehwe sense na wonchi na mrasebe deni ayo go rapport apreku berma na jemi pa se nyuma wo ye ne die enka se pata se to aso lenso yoma fope ena waka nyame pe ena waye enonti asovie ene doma epomensi no nenkan krono mumpuntu ena yimuna na se omanfo no na ehwehwenti no yefese yebetu akoso ni yima ama asovie ne nkoso aba omensi no mo entofa anase ni da se obisa akakra ekoso anase ekoso no ena betwa ho enfonu no
Bedasi Robert Opoku nani adwuma Robert Opoku a reporter from Edoma East Mame Ensign Ensiso na fe wi akohwe footages no said the declaration course from electoral officer wo honum epija Mame Rahel Owusu a ensase enekoye okọ parliamentary na NPP nia nidi ede pro chum apreku anapo apreku chum berima ono enya 12,050 ena NDC nia nidi ede Rahel Owusu a enya 12,310 na chese uhwemu a ababe 260 ena Rahel EDBT Paul apreku chum berima na de ekoso enso ewo ho eno yankona fe yankofa the declaration ma the electoral officer ewo Doma East declare yemame anase eno Rahel Owusu a se wono ena wawin abano Doma East, West and Central nyina ekoma NDC yankona official na edituja
Colleagues, these are the results after the poll. Total vote cast is 24,486. Out of this, these are the valid vote cast. Rejected ballots, 314. Total vote cast, 24,800. Total valid votes, 24,486. And rejected ballots, 340. Out of these are the results for the candidates as they appeared on the ballot paper. Honorable Paul Apreku Chum Berima, 12,050. Honorable Owusu Rahel Ama, 12,310. Honorable Emmanuel Chi Jaba, 126. Based on the following results. And by the powers vested in me on behalf of the sole returning officer for Ghana, I therefore declare
we the declaration by the Penny of Drama East, Doma East, and now to say, declaration. Medical Case Doma 3 Nina, Ekoma, the National Democratic Congress, Doma East, Doma West, Doma Central, Nina Ekoma, the NDC. Bantama ɛhɔ ɛna honorable Asenso Buache ɔno nso ɛbɔ modern etimi ewine Francis Asenso Buache na kyese oka na kyese 47,275 ena bantama for ekoto ede emano the NDC candidate enya 8,023 percentage wide Basma Akwesi Buache anasa bantama Asenso Buache enya 85.49% 85.49% ena ono enyae na chese ono so retain ni seat enema no said ye yedikan ede atodwa no ayewuhu NDC for na aburo MPP for no poto onyasem kuma enti mamensan ensiso some of the big wigs are enei ye ko parliamentar yenhunu wo mo no omelusu omo seat no ye de eho ensem enso ebebremo na sei ena etiem odo ani chem ewo adanse asokwa and say I am contentious, all right. But yet, and say Honorable KT Hammond, NDC and the Godwin Animli, Dubaji Dorani, Wano Etuno, Edi Efri Adieso, Godwin Animli, Dubaji Dorani. Ono eti etu KT Hammond Edi Efri Adieso. KT Hammond enya 13,275 votes. 13,275 votes. Daniel Dorani enya 14,229 votes. That is or the 14,000 no ebiti 13,000. Na Oshima Beye about 1,900 and something votes. And Dorani edi ebiti aye KT Hammond. I say Mr. 1,900 votes over 900 votes. And odi ebiti no. If I say I know ensem. No ka oko Kaikwe South. Okaikwe South. Dakwa Newman enso yetuno edi efri adieso sanso ena yemame esela owosu ekofo wa Blekuma West ononso yetuno edi efri adieso yebekwa dwura ehoso na contentious na nanafori ewa ahoma no so yenkohwe say NDC for maintaining omo a seat anase MPP etimi etuomo efri adieso nanafori good afternoon. Na boko de yede nyamia se edwura matimi a declare na yentie we sana koye
abatona ni nyina ko na yiye mi a na nyamia dum ne kenkan no sei ele si ekoye ye fancy parliamentary no gifti ndoma ono ena one honorable Alhaji Bawa Brahma ona the incumbent MP a contest here na ye bibia no na eye ewa gifti ndoma for NPP wenya 24,751 24751 honorable Bawa Brahma MP elect 27,776 27,776 27776 and see let us say it's more the DBT no I want about DBT here money 15 dollars no 3,025 votes 3,025 votes and I did DBT no I say omi ni say na mo gina yeba presidential no so and I'm family no Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, MPP, and I say, His Excellency, the President-elect, John Dramani Mahama, over Dr. Mahmoud Baumia for more, over 20,231 votes, and Unya. Now, over John Dramani Mahama, His Excellency, and also Enya 30,966 30,966 and see and so more difference 10,735 10,735 10735 and a difference here His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, OBBT, Dr. Mahmoud Baumia. Now, before say, this is already declared. Now, our chairman wants to credit by between NDC legal team and MPP legal team. This one say NDC for no can say, among from Sokaka, our about to course on the same among the about to point. This one say, NDC for say, before say about to question, normally a question. Now, among say Emma about a medicina. PCT now also mode actually PCT now Bagatonka. Hello.
Metonka, Otonka.
Okay. PCT now also Mokodo parliamentary figures no. And mistakenly by the EC officials no more grants no. Mokodo parliamentary no so. Ntiama legal team for MPP and some moving to the no new echo the no press conference and hold the guys in the say I'm to actually the deal now police Sylvia and not PC to no the American nation yes well a mature claim to say Bakuba could do and from this police station said, no one the medical into a call for recount. Now, recount, and NDC legal team says that so call for recount, when call for recount, a coalition center, we call recount, police center. He said, no agent after find the another on that time. See, we can actually. And I police station to be a free such a business about an panel. NDC for much of the home. I'm not a soldier for Pamom. And you don't know by a moment say, a mother, biopiters be about the Friday or home, celebrating, the fancy and medicine plan against the or much of 17 electoral areas and non-competition among kind of Xavier. Overall elections in and person in Kenya, let us say, what kind of NDC for the Motanahana, Yohanaba, or Sonahana, Copensa, and they are more abundant in for the roof, Mukasa, and a woman I see a year coincident to Hanama. A few young Nana Juna, Westman Peno, the NPP, one coalition center, and no Mukasa, or much repetition, they are not easy, no. So, I don't need to this what kind of for nice about some institutions so under court. Not court, a court, she showed me before and answer the American a member council. Now, a year, Honorable Bauer, what you mean, is an MP elect, and I feel so a year is excellent John Mahama, and also Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, I know a day among you, just you decided, of course, a way German, and also I want to also. The we decided a day ago, Madame, for the third time, I did a big a big
Thank you very much, Nana Ofori Ewo Ejura. And I can gifty in Doma went to me into the incumbent on Abawa and free Akunyano so na dear and also Ecosia Ewo Ejura and so and no make us say he awal Abora studios na evading come history has been made massively. I can say we unprecedented history. And a sea ewo Ghana ha kwa kodin komo na yahwe eho ensunsun so no said but na make casualties no ha big weeks na yenhu omo ewo parliament no ma me mobo biso na yenko na awal enso enwremu na yenni komerikan ede atudwa se madam Osla Owusu Kufu Ablekuma West ono so yetuno sanso na Reverend Kwaku Ado ono energy victory no Reverend Kwaku Ado Esla enya 26,575 votes 26,575 votes. Ena Reverend Kweku Ado, AGMA NDC, with a vote of 31,866. I just said, for a very long time, Mame Aye Asla Asla Osu Akufu ono edi akonya ewo eye memphis Asla Osu Akufu awa Blekumano West no enei Reverend Kweku Ado aba abetuno edi free adie so yakwa ayawa so central eno so aflepoko NDC Abdul Rauf Tongjim Tubazu ono edivite the incumbent Henry Kwati na Greater Accra Regional Minister Yetuno Eddie Free Adie so Mr. Aye Tubazu enya 29,755 votes ena afei Aye Ora Kwati enya 23,345 na die etieno mamenko aye kaswa na kaswa ewo news no mu saa ye de to aba wom ya to aba wie ye be to aba no wom mekunyampon ewo ahoma no so na yenkodi enkomo Megu, good morning, afternoon. Good afternoon, what Kaswa, me boy and come over Kaswa, the Ecoso. And the Tamanukuna Jeka Swafa, starting from overhead. A dry Yoga John Damani Mahama, Enya call, and I say, the Tamanukunu, led by presidential candidates, a Yabomia, a year call, and after a press conference, a car was constantly defeating Kaswa, I agree, Senator Mokano, from overhead to a year, baby of Kessben to over Ogumu Road, Nadiniano, and other ND Tamanukunu. Emma Boone and our chum who a debukum can't call Kama. Now, but the Miziano, make us say, aha, and Antopa, as you are, and it's a empty Kamunukuno, constituency, a year research officer, a friend Luther, Menoka say, on any deputy youth organizer, Akusia, any one party support another one party guy, a friend, a year Iceman, Oma Trash so, I'm a Menoka say, Oma Taki. Car, a work quality center, how no DPA, ya bondalizing, to talk on top of the board, attack you, Amakano, neglecting Ababo. Minuka say, police for a second to tear gas, and Sana, and Yasam Ketua, overshare and the grounds to have to see FPU car, Kessia, and yes, we show me and a police for Edjaba. I have no regional command, Nankasankasa, anywhere. And a coalition center, no. Yayarminia, the Koba, and say, basically, Nadia, Martina College, President, both presidential and a parliamentary, and collecting any figures. Now, your one is the foreign catches, I'm going to enter. A problem feel strong room or a bar, a formal. Now, it's the phone Gusano entire presidential, no, and 10 years. First, last 4 years, now, a police station about 190. About 190 police stations in the only them. And then they 119 those days 4 years ago. But then I caught 134. And just a double up. And then police center among 40 when they ban after no Mugu enter presidential and a year parliament dinner. Parliament is called the Munyan Koso. Minimum and I'm the party now. I want some more on the police center. Omatini, I will say. Madam now call your Phyllis, a Canadian parliamentary candidate, not Andy Samanukunu. One actually Eddie Kaya, just the end of the 20 Mahano, Oba, Andy Sifonqua, and Waha. So the Babaya, Yaba Power. Now, what I say, almost at the present job also, and a year, and you pay a baby at night. Now, Menoka say, the coupon to COVID at the buy and say, Senam Dika Kano, and people Samanukunu, I were a young agent, I was so a year strong room. And I NDC phone to a woman. Now, if you miss a domwa, I was strong with one NDC Amanukunu. I'm a former vice chairman, I'm a former MP, but in the and Sana, a year or more agent in our home. Now, one of police furniture said, I'm about the kind of special voting and my engineer kind. And she, I'm a pay
no mo ye to ma be kan be se 1 hour ago ya no mo so te no ye no na ye ma me maybe so akumti anya 990 votes out of 1180 something votes no mo so ye na no ada on the second it say ma me alfie di kan kura ana so batampa so mo ka no nti ameka ma me no saa ne bonu ma ne wa so batampa me bi so akumti ono incumbent MP no na wa fi adika wa na mum ye ba presidential na owura Muhammadu Bawumia just 4 votes pe NBT Jamani Mahama ND Zamani Kunu ono enya 484 and Dr. Bawumia enya 584 against 588 it is 4 votes difference na nakoba ekofa ntokore na ba ene se yakinkan wie ye no ena ND Zamani Kunu led by the research officer ewo constituency yes free collecting center na wako ntono eno mo deputy youth organizer akusa lovely enya ebon me na wa ha ene one party boy eno mo see eni pado mo se mo ko eho eno mo sa ti so mo kuo mu ntono ena ntanche ko ho sa ti so no adi we am na ko panto ko ba ni na ni se gate na no anka sa no ni nia ekwan a efika so abetin ko amasaman no da blocking no because ni pa domo abegu ekwan ni mu no enya semketo a enti boys no ana bi ka mo yukunu research officer na nko so mo ntna car ni na o makona no mo ta so mo atake car no enye card glass na wa tri na no o ma tiya papa no do mo nsa akeka mo a police for over 200 in the rate wa o ma timi akọ guide o mo a so mo timi do mo PSP center ana no kwa no o mo cars ni na no o ma timi access car na ta na car no etimi akọ o mo wie ya no almost hand the police for so to the police for say and then almost special vote in here no o ma hu say MPP amanyuku no and security service na wa ha both military migration police na the next two abamo and so ko no MPP for na no etu to o mu ntian bia and no dey attack na sa call police don also and me nya nya sam keto a tear gas atoto wa ha no ansa na nipa no kwa dom no ebi tinya ko mo tinya sam keto yes and so for na Sega Zimbi at me at Koyania, and no Casadia, after and a camp at Yaba, meaning answer Hano, a regional police commander, and to men and a year equipment to the view up, how much in that are coming to taking down our. As he say, Ubisamia, Oba Kaswa, if you run a Yasa, Babi, Sin, Nano Paya, Central for Yana, young Ninku, Pukan could be here, near Kosohano, Ayadia, and San Patakra. You're saying after na easy for Nankasa at the official a Yibeba, no matter what a year a result. So at the Namo, 10 100 years, then you can a very high power.
Meku Nyampong and Otinenka all the way from Kaswa Meku. Yay, Araho. Right now, on also report of the free Kaswa. At the brand to share a year ye TV Niswa, Ocean Yama, a Koso, a Kaswa, and Yasim Kuma. Abe Senka, and is if 1 million cat the besi, but the young baby are a year, and so that is that. But let me finish with my big surprises, na afe yenhwe sede ho enema so etimedikan aka asla de no wodwani achim enso ewo Sylvester Tete ono MP for Botiano English amanfrom ono so lusu ni seat to Oakley Felix Akwete or NDC ono agisit no e di free ninsem Tete enya 27,888 votes as against Oakley Felix ono so enya 37,000 10,000 almost 10,000 vote difference and odigi indoma is yedi kan aka ho ensem enso ewa sanso ena enei oduani echima NDC for no aflepo seats no bebre ye kan ye no na just 185 seats a absolute majority absolute to test committee for to test in the MB for the power of parliament they will still do government business. Awal Mohammed, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Naboko de.
Nyamiadum Kyodi.
Ya de nyamia sepa. So what afede what take keen we are trend nyama alcohol so no. Right. Now into general impression about the whole thing answer from a year peace any nkofo na ansana ba mesa ba ho meko na makofa Dr. Ejaku Odru ono local government experts na yatani juma ewo hanom pa yenko ne nkotie ono so ne view especially on Alhaji Mahmood Bawumia ni concede defeat no. Doctor, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Na ompomu ye de
Nyamia jumpa pa
ede nyamia say answer na bakosokra no mamintie general view about whatever has transpired from a year enra up to a me.
Yes. My main situation in free. The true war never be brave. And I will never be brave.
Okay.
No, I ye. The uncle for papaya the day name. Oh, I buy a for you. Ghana for three pay. Yeah, okay. And now I will say, Oji Kamiman Kabiano, you have to accept it. You have no choice.
Okay.
But to accept the sovereign will of the people.
Okay.
Into your country, collectively, you know, you are the action. So
okay.
And no something, and your mother be also not a bill. The area is really can't actually. Oh,
yeah.
Like only here say a free family.
That's true.
But I'm planning for only be so that we are as a one say about us. The CIA can say. My economy only learning about transition transfer. MPP presidential candidate was Jackson.
Yeah.
Say, well, yeah. But you never be a why and come across say and call for. Now, you say a big and brown to says so. Maybe someone was a dainty and water will be captured. It was a Yawonia Banana Moni a change to polling station coalition center home and over a banner home buying. Obi to make the fake results, fake ballot papers about coalition center. And when you have young about our coalition center,
yeah,
coalition center, Yako Kika, a banner, the Yaku, a crave a polling station. If you are best, Sabianona, and come, did say. So I can say, Cranky, a Buba no easy and certified results number.
Yeah.
But then, Mum say, you can't say, I'm going to get to staff for the phone call, collating center for years saying, Namunko Boamba, and then I'm a young boy. It's your best way and penning for no, yeah, no, almost family and Yaduma. And now, Kutupana almost set on call for and not. Baby, a deep or how many people. Ain't he Obisamia, the kind? The Ghana for account now, Ben.
All right.
No, near my uncle, you nipa a woman, and near at the papa. Young say your bay, and she says, Give better about money beyond. The big deep, she says so. No, you join my mamma.
Yo.
This year, make us say, you have transitional period. Young said you be your transition in a several manner. Your mamma in the Ghana, you will presidential transition act and Mara that why you did a hand over from one government to the other. Young said you deep science, you so pepe. Who are doing one and here, what do you put my war pines over doing? No more. Young Kaiser, Unia would think who go so or you. Yeah, the new president is new parliament. We have to go back to the serious business of governing the country.
Okay.
And no commodity, and no why in GDC. But for now, people should manage their exuberance. Not among fat is really and who didn't come in their head, and was all doing it, obedience means support with them on but my net near my in essence, and I declare we could have no be up for fun and quench you. and you know, your money is on.
Okay. But Doc, before I call the concession of a year, I like my but I mean, say pay what has happened, any the results that have come out.
What
you don't fetch me. The people say, yo, the people say, what has happened, and the results are appear our bonteno. Meaning say now expectation to Sakra na e was so say a bit me idea yi.
Because when you say obia wa osusu say senkugbon po beba e beba tenye si abe. It is a statement one. Kasasre o mine kasasre MPP ni NDC. It is to say I was say you after ma o mine coming. Now you show me so you see a statement when that is no. Remember you call the level of participation.
Okay.
They will give you say this may be perhaps the lowest turnout. This may be the lowest turnout that you know you have two more man. And also all can be this threat among your 4 hours. You know you are getting covered. So among them you mine man put to a man man for a secret a secret say in
okay.
And then you probably so cry abamudu ewo amanya samu.
Okay.
If you can say ompi nkopo about obeyana je say onko.
Democratically. Yo, democratically, you know say some elections are akoso ewo other African countries. Does Ghana still hold that tenet as the best democracy when about Africa? The people say democratically, you say about African countries now. Yakoto ababebre, but Ghana, say be a name besi. Yankasa Ghana still ya boy home modern in terms of say yakuta democracy no mu abesi sabri and why?
Oh, I was set Ghana for amount your meeting. Say your system. You're back to for me, one of the best you can have in anywhere in the world, not just in Africa. Another American say, you're for Tuaba, not among the poor but can cry. So, only when she say, yeah, the PN was to be here about Amobi. If you say, and America says, so here, to say, electoral commission. Almost a stroke. Election results are parties, no, a crash this year. If you say, only your money systematically.
Okay.
And so parties, no, over to say, there be a year to about over 40,000, no. Party, over to say, to about polling station VIAD. Results will be more at the national level. No national level, no, over to me, I but yes, say, no. Electoral commission is okay. Your two polling station. Your Bobo no consistency. Your consistency, your the core regional level. And then the coalition, consensus coalition, the regional coalition, and some are put to national. If we can national or no about the Okabani regional results. If they are yes, consensus in the region, Vienna, Akobuano, or regional capital, regional coalition.
Yeah.
If you want to say, yeah, any war emra at the home. Also, only embrano. Letter commissioner developing what they call age de memoir. And also, yes, say, yeah, I'm not a choir. But you know, I'm ready to be for the ancient. Everything I have for age de memoir. I share every aspect of the election. I'm going to say that. It is a this army manaswa. We shouldn't have the problems.
Finally, Ansani Aba Alhaji Mahmood Bawumia so say and some big names are not possibly be expected some belusu or maba yaka Slow Usunum yaka Henry Cotenum Ketiano Monoma Omunina elusu womu esitino. Are you surprised with that?
Meaning MPP did Kugua and Yamama. The level of Nkukona, the beer NDC Enya Yantua, even from 1992, NDC ultimately are winning, and NDC are winning.
Yeah.
It is a beer or better say Enya Mamano. Now only politics. No, yeah, I was a year when I say, some statements now about TNT and Abba. Mr. Susa is too early in the day to do some of the postmortem. But the fact is that it is real. The ANC that I see. And the highest point, a mamma nipa emuma or to a bamau. If the two oman nipa to a bamau, a guinea on one. No one net dear, Oma Moto Abama Apedia, dear Buffalo.
Yeah.
And another thing, a low turnout, nationwide, low turnout. It is showing, say, among 4 and 3 years, it may be the back. Sabi, one a year, man, Jenny Mabawana, at the 2 Salmon, some, as you say, you could actually. If you say, what I choose to call the dividend of democracy. Oh, in 1992, now you say, you call into say, yes, now in the afternoon, and you say, among the summer. And the improved to the back in the past. Young say, I want a sample to and what say, a Maya or minima or my for democracy to know. And yes, you are sample to live. Okay.
Okay. Afi Miemra Alhaji Mahmood Bawumia so. At exactly 10 and Papa Iba Bonting ebe concede ye and obo a the former president Abaso. What do you make of that?
Oh, you see the beauty of democracy, Mr. The poor banner and I make as a party near Nakasana Mokaso. It is that they collate the results. You know, and some electoral commission grabbing the true picture. No one.
I see.
Yeah, a woman is a gentleman. Now, true Democrat. The poor banner, no one poor man. Yeah, a boama of mine upon a nimba on the over dear Tuesday. My year, my year to my poor mention. And so, a man for now, it's correct to me some better video emotional. The American. I was already too. Now we say what to try for me. The what to try for anyway. Not on mine in the economy. We can't be in the campaign mode all the time. Well, may about way. Over people about the press conference and the part 9 and day 11. Then this is what they did. For me, it was so unnecessary. Well,
okay.
To say what to I believe Dr. Bawumia has shown leadership and statesman-like behavior. What Jackson said was loose, and what Jackson said was loose. What Ma, dear, one congratulations. We should move on as a country.
Okay. Dr. Ejako Odru, a local governance expert, and Yanino Edi and Komo. Dr. Ansara Beko Krano, during, before, after the elections, meaning, so one Sembi catcher, especially MPP NDC for any Ghana for you now. Hello? Me say you election no, you before, you during, you do after. And some men now watch a catch a gun of Titsu MPP ni NDC for.
Maybe can't be. MPP for should accept to say, you say, in fear 9. I dey adoma in fear 9 for the samba. One could say to you, MPP for any money more, the master won't say. One million is the wajin in community. No more, almost near my money more for a day or how beba. It's a man, this is motor bicycles, this is cars, this is home. Or yeah, mama one in a home. Now I know something for half a farmer. I say your transition. You're free a buy for 4 car, man for 4. The influences will be yet no fail to. Now you're not smooth transition. Now you're me. A mamma car or mine. You be here. Na no na me ka say the sia no de da ma mo pa ho komo no e ye komo a e wo say ye to ye bo ase gidi if you say abato no so sanso a me kan ye no in as much as NDC statement win nkunimo ma di ne bi fi da e we ya ma ne sem no nipa NP abonte ameto aba no to send a clear warning to all politicians and this is the government, the incoming government says. Among sister, among a man for Abamu, the democratic system. And that's a Fasupa Mray, your Punto, acquire
Joe. Dr. Ejako Drew, Kessben Edawasi.
I didn't come now.
Amen.
You're the best to be near Baby.
Sanity, Edase pa dog.
Yeah, bye.
Right. Anti Dr. Ejako.
you cannot compare the joy that you receive to. Afi, be a part of this. Adopt one family that is in need. Wherever you are as a family, go with your entire family. Go and support them. Go and dine with such families in need. And I tell you what, God will richly bless you. The item that you need again, ebia a more bako, a more bottle bako, ebia na de anwa kakra ka ho, na de tina pane sardines kakra ka ho, na de biscuits any a doko kakra ka ho. Na me ato nsema na de bia 200 cedis bia dey ato so amom so mo fanta akoko nka ho. People will continue to pray for you whilst you do this. This year, our theme, free Proverbs chapter 18, the verse number 16, that giving a chedie, it paves way for the one who gives it. And it also gives you opportunity in the sight of greater men. Proverbs chapter 18, the verse number 16. Be a part of this gesture. Thank you very much.
Almost 10 seats was Santa region. Almost 10 seats. Now, because nobody was expecting them to lose those seats, especially the Ashanti region. Kanena MPP for 42 seats out of the 43 seats out of the 47. 43 seats out of the 47. Na sita na umuni aswase na nyomodia Secha from Plains na enyomodia New Edubiasi enyomodia ena afe edwura Sechidumasi hoso na enyomodia. They say the atiene say ahafano north wamu ahafano north MPP elusu ahafano southeast Frederick Fie Champo hono MPP elusu. Akrofrom, nobody was expecting MPP to lose at Akrofrom. Omo lose. Obosi is a contentious. Omo eguso omo contested. Asante Achim North, the independent candidate. Ana Erini ewo na de ho. Katie Hammond ho asokwa adansi asokwa. Ono so elusu ewo ho no ma. Enye asem kuma kra. We total beating. Where a total annihilation, let me put it that way, by the National Democratic Congress. Awa, Mesa mo akwa baby o.
Kewdi, I think the election actually bibia even the NDC no ma win election.
They are overwhelmed. Yes, they are overwhelmed.
Because there are some bibia omo so betimi awini but no man dan you know say those seats ni nyina bebe ajom nsem. Honestly ajom nsem.
Yeah.
Now, I was asking myself, say, our politicians, have they asked themselves, say, there could be a day, do that?
I'm not sure, say, they have sat down to think about it. They have never thought about that. Because prior to the election, both MPP and NDC were cocksure. Said they are winning majority in parliament. Obia so winning majority in parliament. 140, 149. We 90. People were just advocating say see anything. But the question I ask myself and I say, omo call grounds no, omo antin se mama for kana.
Yes.
And I said grounds no, omo call ne sing. Did MPP can the MPP still put their hands on their chest and say Asante region, a almost stronghold? That is one thing. Yes. Aside that, no, and this is for Achre, Seko Volta, almost saying Ajisita, Amawu Eje, no, showing that their stronghold, no, is intact. Oko Northern part now, Omajisiti be brave.
Oko Upper Easter, 15 out of
Omajinina.
Upper West, 11
out of 11. Omaji Nina. So that should tell you. Greater Accra, 30 out of 34 seats. And Yasu Kuma. What is happening? If you have learned anything from what has happened.
Yeah, I think that we absolutely a protest vote.
Okay.
To the incumbent government now. Now, you leader, you two types of leaders.
Okay.
ye wo leader KOD opese okane ewom
extra okay
and ye wo leader opese okane opese otie
na so ye be
yes
okay
so say we a political party we a government and out here be mu a bisa wo say wo leader na oteso no these two categories are your body no emu sen ana emu category ben and or fall under.
All right.
That is where you need to ask yourself.
Okay.
And one thing the MPP never took sight of, say the election 2024 was always going to be fought on economy.
That is one thing they never considered.
Yeah,
and I think say omo pulse no do na so never helped.
Yeah.
Omo political parties no. But whatever it is, you also do your pulse. You also do asobeto to follow no team because most of the pulse no buy free SHS, one district, one dam, people are losing faith in democracy and all that. Economy no India na egwechire kra.
One thing I me. Who's the first na ye that ideology and no should be say elite communities among Tuaba ma NDC.
Aye.
First.
Aye.
Check it.
This year they are
yes.
We call elite communities now. Women are Tuaba.
That's it.
And they ama NDC.
And we have businessmen. Business send taxes anyhow business environment take you the heat out of them.
So basically because of the business community a chunk of the influence on this election.
Yeah, very, very strong.
Yeah.
Not to talk about the domestic debt exchange program. When people have invested in bonds, or say be mature within some period, so now you have taken it to around 15 years time.
Yeah.
Or you say nipa you be our investor on him so now 4 or 5 years be very coopy. Say what taking it to 15 years. Maybe a bit of a corner crowd on tier.
Nipa do do say a bit na transfer kodu sa.
Yes, by that
time. The life savings the life savings no. But you blame the government. It always looks like
you blame the government.
You blame the government.
The heat of it, the sight of it. When I saw former Chief Justice Justice Sophia Kufu
picketing
the Ministry of Finance, holding a placard
against government.
Yes, president or appointed.
Yeah.
And this is where the height of it, baby Adina Kwakodu.
Yeah.
Now the height of it all, 2022. Around 90 MPs stood up in Parliament from the majority side, and fought, had a press conference. Say, Yensaki Kenufuriata
as a finance minister.
As a finance minister.
Yeah.
And Mikai one MP, Honorable Eugene Boachenji.
Yeah.
Osi President Akufo-Addo must sack Ofuriata to give MPP a fighting chance.
And look, they have to fight. From that then, look, they had to fight.
Yes. And Mikai, Jubilee Park Kennedy Japan during MPP primaries Bekai. Osi the MPP lost the election 2024 in 2022.
Yeah.
2 years
before the Abatuan. Yeah.
Nobody can lose.
Yeah.
And all this boils down to the economy. Say, if the fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate will expose you. Yeah. And it exposed everybody.
Right.
See, Tiabemuna, opponent now, also oya incompetent. No, none time a 4 point something.
4.6.
Now, Wababa drew 17.
Baba, mame kono me fa so medu so wa ewo Bekwai constituency na ono so sabre de me se de besi enya si awie. So good afternoon. Oh yeah. They say the Bekwai de no matimi declare. My we.
You can sabe no e sa se no. Yeah, I consider I need to do. Okay, I so yeah, you know, phone. But I'm not yet the about one. Make it kind na be true and now I'm my civil and prepare. And I say, I'm coming for. That's not that one would do. I'm not too long going such as here. Now, I'm the quiet presidential, no, it's equal. The best presidential, no, NPP. In 4,153 MPP 4,153 and again 89 NDC 10,981. 10,981. Nana Bibiafo, we have 693. 693. Alan Kwadochramati, we have 322. 322. Now, about the movie, Kofi, and no. They call parliamentary ones who are say and also FS parliamentary. NPP candidate. Wow. We have 31,060. 31,060. NPP candidate. Parliamentary. 31,060. NDC. 234 NDC. Independent, Ura Amufa, Amase Buni, Udra Kontokro, also 16,875. 16,875. Wakana, the Asante Bekwai constituency, Omabatono, and so, Sena. Aba Adedro. Now, what can you say? Adeti, Kuma is Amafua Boto. It is a big one, no motion sector, NPP Amonikoto, Amakadeki, Aba Befa, or Mano, Asato, Atra, Umdioso, Alpha Bamesano. Now, we have the NDC Fono, Anna, Sabe, Homo, Eki Mumume, Ewokroma, Sese. The quiet and in first house, I know the black had the black is the command to study. About some of the Abalia, the Abalia, maybe not for the same, and not for a point. So, and I do not know, almost will be out and India and Kanye. The beer and coffee, the Sabbath broke up there. You know, coffee and some drink. You know where the wife, Eddie Kobo. So the Jamia, Saturday, I didn't do about it. Now, there's about Casa, but I don't have what I can not with Amoa. Saturday, Dana for Adiatu. Then one about Togo, a very yard, the Bonivia and see. Wait for her. Of an insect of my Ghana. Yamana Samuel, the queer anymore, yes, ready kind. It's the Kabidon cabinet there. I have Ghana. Already Kaya, but I don't have one last war and Tiasia, independent, our Yamana son, and the Abatu. And to also add my Nina Fabre, estimating Kunim, and can have the other family job. No other one is doing the or Mammy Trinqua. Let me say the media over the Geno, so they are not on person one neck, more Manabini, the Padaba. The quiet enemy Saturday now better than to my past extra. It is a very honorable to first speaker of parliament for me so someone and your reason for ACI and the level of the Baby for the Apple woman. Because now society and money for this, the other one trying to do it.
All right. Yada say Asumedu Sowa and Watin and Kano ono so ede ne de ede ababetwem bekwai de koso enso ewo ho na nei wama yensa akabi enso ewo ho na ohwa na eho ensem enso no parliamentary no anase presidential no ode eho ensem ebrain na presidential no John Mahama enya asen 10,981 na die ekoye enso eno na fe mienko eye menhia empotem menhia south na fe yenhwe ehoso sede abato no ekosiye na memra awa ho na afe yenhwe eno so de obeka enso ede afaba before that no the constituency no okay menhia south into to about menhia south right na yeka na wokuso awo wi anu ahwe eye big shocks na abamu no na wahwama mitiwo na ansalam de menhia de na ba.
Well, I think the shocks na KT Hamon for Adansia Sukwa Esla ewo Ohe Ukaikwe, Ohe Ablekuma rather, Ohe Dakua Newman Ukaikwe, Ohe Awutu Senya East, Ohe Mevisawa Kumsino, and of course BNA Botiano English among from Sylvester Tete Onunzo Luzu Nisit. I think it was a tsunami. Tsunami political tsunami, seeing MPP losing all these seats. But Geodi, what's I had be a young take side of Bono region so actually MPP
Harry a friend interior minister so Harry Cotti Onuzoluzu yes
Onuzoluzu I was central Onuzoluzu and all these are biggest big names within MPP over in terms of parliamentary democracy. And I think say ke odinamika about Bono so actually MPP shege pa election win.
Bono actually MPP shege.
Yes.
Okay.
Because before no na 12 now over 2016 na 84. And at 2020 about 66. I feel we are by 11-1. Only German.
Yeah.
One of the constituency and a Colonel Damwang.
German South, yeah.
The rest of the constituencies ningina have been swept by NDC.
Yeah.
Including Brekuma na typically Redoma Central,
Redoma West Doma ningina ko
traditional MPPs.
Yes, ningina ko.
Yes, ko my men no place from baby a debi amutawe ni. Brekum e honom so typical MPP winning areas. Sahe Takura decided for the first time in so many years, secondly, the MPP yes. Secondly side on almost traditionally. Oh yeah, yana debia MPP. So mobile lose election cry at least they make a strong show with. So even Mrekuduka.
Yeah.
Takonsu him.
Onoso lusu.
Yes.
Onoso last election it was contentious. And also omo correct country and utimi SN winning etibe. Hono na this for egwa gidie say omo winning ho seat no but area correct county no say well ma fa mo de mo mfa na mo mfa kan mo.
At times we keep saying this in politicians omunsua. Yes, in Subeto now from Medicaid.
Yeah.
The MPP had 169 seats in 2020
election.
2016.
Yeah, 2016 election,
That was not MDC or majority. And I'm mobile flip here. Almost I call always 2/3 of majority.
Yes.
And almost be like NDC ababe near Chamodiano. Say around 187 seats. 2/3 of majority.
Oh, yes, of course.
When you cry a change, Jerry John Rawlings time 92 and MPP boycott to parliament.
I said no this number. Yes.
So what it means a few way parliament now or mobile call from 2025 no NDC don't mean omo here bibia.
Any negotiation here. See we can do anything.
And no cry bet me about saying there can be days even some NDC members
will not come but still they can still
they will use the numbers.
Right.
So you can just have your say.
Yeah. But we will have our way.
The majority will have their way.
Anyway.
And I think say election actually shocks. Northern regional answer than shock me because upper is traditionally a NDC MPP and NDC areas. Because okay 2012 upper west NDC winning all the seats in so enu bia no but upper east no in as much as MDC be winning at least ubenya 2 seats 3 seats bi ube say at least MPP will 1 or 2 seats
but when they all of them
yendi then go to Hohoi baby
Pitamewu
Shadia ejuma waye wetimi aboa so even how or use football to develop the community mini stadium wakwa edi akoba but nsensem wo ho nsensem wo ho okay na make about the MPs amujijina say empamken no.
Yeah.
Do you remember some of them lost even in the primaries? The primaries now. A typical example. Baby, I tell you, MP. Always during the primary. Yes.
Because of Gigi.
Yes.
Right.
Honorable and the appear could be. And yes, last minute now, what me win a primary now. No call lose it. But we went to the main election. He has lost. Peter Meu. Who's it? One of the things, guys, apart from it, Peter Mewu was supporting Alan.
till those factors are played into this election.
Now you have vindictive towards you, and also kahopa. Honestly, some of the MPs pa. Until every say in as much as obey vindictive towards that MP na, kai say ono so nipa.
Omudinechi. Yeah.
Even say enye omo nyina na beba ono so a fair share of adie bia ono so betimiama in terms say build the consensus. So this election have proven to our politicians say omo leni munsua yansa. Yenyan kan parliament ni nyina wie. But from 169 to 137 afena number no absolute eba beba. So you can imagine as a party ye jai party no ma o baby a only party ni beto ye na o jai no. When MPP was losing power in 2008, yes, in as much as say yenya some shocks be okay Boniface Abubakar Sadiq mu and some other big wigs eluzu or musit no, but na anye overwhelming to say anye overwhelming to say when you cry there a sweepy constituencies and now sita NDC na no go zone for them, they are winning. Me ya catch me said there could be a time NDC can be getting around 7-8 seats in Ashanti region. Kameka said traditionally Ejura Aswansi new
Edibiasi. But I'm calculations, you know, I think in 2020 elections or before this elections, they made it clear so Omenya 5 seats.
Yeah, the thing was they were closing.
Yes.
Frederica Champon City.
Yeah.
Now they were closing.
Yeah, now too close. Too close to call.
I said, oh yeah, MP now so. Now opponent no or Benwa. A bedroom is just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time.
Obuasi East.
Akrufum. Adansia sukwa Ketiamon. How many times no kwa pale?
Ketiamon then kwa. I don't see too close. I don't see a dicey.
And those MPs, Ketiamon was also part of them. Omo kasi a few way after a few way yenko. So this kind of things in a mama for enyi. Yeah, there be a mom. I don't. There be a unkwan. Says unkwan onimians. Unkwan onim there, and all those things pan out.
Why he?
And you be obi wa hanya bibiao. Not you say okay. Where di be? Odi contain more being so full from Jomla, and that's it.
But Yanshe Mensia South, and afi Yanshe as it went there.
MPP's running mate constituency.
The Ekosi yeni Yanshe presidential now. Alaji Mahmoud Maomia enya 21,957, representing 76.14%. And NDC nya 5,969, representing 20.70%. Oko parliamentary na lawyer Bafo enya around that same figure. No enya 76.24%. That is a little about 21,000, above the 21,000. And unya ye. Ehona otuwaba. Na the running mates constituency. I won't say this time but the one who stood in for him and they said the last election no matter how our elections but as to what happened at Womenshire South.
Well, one thing is this year election I saw a vibrant NDC at Womenshire South.
Okay.
Especially KOD Oko Ashtown Potemonuma. First in Edin so be NDC paraphernalia. Edin Ashtown. MPP. But this time around we saw Rita Amonu Jemfua painting the whole of Ashtown with NDC colors.
Okay.
And honestly, she did a strong showing. In as much as a traditional MPP seat. It was known say Denya Omobewini.
Okay.
But you saw say Amonu Jumfua was trying to whip up the enthusiasm. And the last election, there were some intinuation between some NDC or more executives,
Okay.
Because me of a B or one of more constituency executives.
Okay.
And he has told me some of Nsensema SCC, but now they were very confident say at least someone to me when at least KOD. Omubenya some numbers are ebekosro.
All right.
And honestly, they've done so. If Rita Amonu Jumfua can be continuing these kind of things going forward, she could be closing in subsequent elections, Eba.
Okay.
And already I've been told, say, also a strong and close person to the chairman of NDC, Mika National Chairman, Mr. Johnson Asiedu Nketia.
Okay.
Only nti oba bia very very close. Omoko in terms of omo campaign, any all those other things, you know. So I think the result in the dedica it was expected say the MPP and a bewini ewo hono, but I think the lawyer Bafwe Jewa will be heading to Parliament to replace Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempeh. A constituency, no, I say Matthew Opoku Prempeh betena so since 2008 ye chemu no. Watena so kopem say afiwe be free ho.
My last election, any percentage wise, na yenhwe difference wom. Last election, Nana Akufo-Addo enya 27,932, represent 83.
So percentage number from
this time 76%.
From 83 to 76.
Yes. Wow.
Yes.
Matthew Opoku Prempeh enya 27, that is 84%. This time was 76%. So it should tell you that the MPP need to work on the beer our fresher stronghold. No? Sabi said their so-called stronghold. They need to work on that one because stronghold and NDC for So if they have anything to do, they should work on that stronghold. Mesha South is one. The other areas, Bantama, Yankase Bantama, Obikase, Obibe Winnie Bantama, Obibeka say it's never possible. Nobody gave anybody the doctrine say a year Obuasi East. Obuasi East. NDC will win at Obuasi East. Nobody gave them the doctrines. About half one normal South East one or more. And then him say Omo you close. And then Akro Frum. Nobody gave them that doctrine say Omo be win this area. So it's an eye opener to every election candidate. Oko election. We are say this year's election, we must learn a lot from this year's election. Man, you're complacent. Kanena na ye kachere amanfo sebi we de penfo manose sumnom sebi so the aponchiko abegina ye beto aba man no asesa. Those things have changed. Those things have changed, and the electors are becoming more discerning. They look at what you bring on board. Policies are the best. They look at what you have done. They look at the promises you made that were not fulfilled. They look at the promises you made that were fulfilled. No more jinasu atuaba. But above all, they look at their stomach. You are sitting na tuaba pano. Ebi ena esi this time around. Enti na ye paradise na MPP winning no. We should go back. I think say the conceding of the results, no, say who say those things never washed. And again, John Dramani Mahama Kumas, the last work no be na the numbers that it did chino. It was, if it was anything, should have told the MPP say Kumasi is changing. If they had something to do, they could have done it around at that time. And then man also titi. Now MPP lusu grip for this year's election, lusu grip of some of the areas that they have because NDC is appreciating in terms of a quantum of votes over these areas. Whilst almost consolidating, almost reduce the MPP's vote in those areas now. Ni some more appreciating.
Okay, no,
yes, we said the same thing. Yes.
So we a party making sure say ube increase your votes. Strong.
Yes.
Swing regions no be lose kra maninya
major. 3% be.
No making inroads
opponent stronghold. Yes.
We are. Nature say you are in course to winning an election.
Yeah.
But meka the BRKOD. Election bia government no, it's your election to lose. Ube lose and ube win nina ejina wa also.
Yeah.
So this election, yes, the wave no sononko, but it is the government that decided to lose the election.
Yeah.
Because yamao power, yamao power say ye juma uye me KOD. I've never subscribed to that idea. Say Ghana de 8 years, we are 8 years.
But so far that's what has happened.
One thing is say, oh yeah, Juma year.
Juma year no maybe we must delve deep into that one because our MPP they tout themselves and development proud to the election, a week to the election. Opening hospitals, 80 schools in one day. Ningina were open.
One thing is say. Ask yourself, those projects now your commission, were they absolutely complete?
Okay. That was one question.
Because say over commission project just prior to about just few months I share vote an ebufu.
Samum.
Yes.
And yet the why now done the actually.
Ocean ebufu. Obi-Wan na dream so essence about to bentina obesa.
Okay.
But who be a year 1-2 years before the election? Say amount for who said first we not quite you, but even 3 years before election, who said the quite idea. So election I echo 2 years. Kiodi. Amount for a binuma decide way back 2-3 years ago.
No decide. Okay. Tinya the obey na chibia na be that's so much.
The amount for decide we enya afa na obabeye.
I see.
So they've decided, especially the business community.
Okay. About 2 years ago.
Yes, yeah, the people's sports a buy. And there were some kingpins within the MPP
who spoke against,
who went on. They never allowed the people's. And there were times we make around 2021. Now I have some more in Portugal. Now it was a flat rate. That time a flat about all of a sudden none of they are businessmen. Do you think they are fools?
No.
They are people they feed. They are people they trade with. And so those amount for no and you know a trickle.
But down. So really probably.
Yes.
Now when I'm sure no Mississippi, Odena Becca.
That's it.
A lot of people have influence on other people's lives.
Politicians no and bibino. And say the medical cano. A bedroom maybe they are may shame say when I heard Kennedy Japan publicly speaking, say Oko Upper East, one Upper East regional executive of the MPP or Pedruma Manebaya see on to 10,000 Ghana cedis.
Wow.
You ask yourself why.
Wow. Corruption, bribery, and fencing, nepotism, and what have you, Nina took center stage.
Yes.
And a winner, a see.
Yeah, scholarship scheme.
Yeah.
Aye dema amamfo ana Ghanaians school ewa bruchiri na sebi you a person within MPP party or hospital ewa Accra so a scholarship obi a oyo de for account no betimi
right.
So when you know
the ordinary people look at all this
na former national party chairman party na nkasa ne baba nso eka omo nso gi scholarship ne bi na anya bia ontimi ntua so ade amanfo ebi so mo no obi a way national party de na chese onye ni paketwa obi at a point in time we board chairman GMPC so ke odi onye ni paketwa o na obeka kire me se ontimi ntua ne ba school fees obekọ abrocha me fa me ho adwene me ka se debi asem wedi
the journey munanam.
That's it.
Anyway.
So when we na amount 40, e share amount for ebufu. Na you see the scholarship abasi yema omwa at least. Se nipa kono onye bia like onimdie but only adia obetmenti yemwa those type of people no. Na mwa moya defo you can spend for your now you can imagine obi aneba ontimi spending money ba enko abruchire nkusua de ba ne ba nso betimi akwakoto hotel ewo
abruchi
ewo Ghana Kalabadi same person on ontimi hwe ne ba bi wa abruchire man nko school bus ne
ba na yeska
onzo be to Labadi beach hotel ono ane ba no kan ka ontimi sponsor ni nuaba so you get to ask yourself for all these things then it pans out ni nyina hye amanfo ebufo and don't underestimate the power of the media, especially the social media. KOD. This election, the social media has been very, very powerful. Because say some 2004-5 me honumna na ebia Facebook, TikTok, ubetimi aka bibia fa ho
adi. But this how can you beton from?
Among for videos no.
There was an incident at Bantama na electoral officer na NDC ni ba ko ham so ding osi minsuru na ade na otwa no osi ade mitwa ade ne besi or the to social media because onim said if he had the right to do those things he will continue to do them na or the akwakoto social media me share voting pattern this elections how the pattern went. Voting pattern. Now, among for adwene anim say the free SHS graduates, the free maternal children, free and commercial say on Babetuaba. Looking at what the MPP brought, the free maternal care no. A buyer, then Nana Danko Kufuado at the free SHS by Tom benefited from free maternal and almost have benefited from free SHS. All this didn't go in favor of the NPP.
One thing is some of them time I year to obey. By that time, Ibinumu ni school. Ibinumu ha no movie. Ntini pa
also register with schools.
Or register with school.
Yeah.
Obi wa ebia or north. By be any school or western north.
Yeah. Obeda
went me and transfer eka ho.
Yeah. Yeah.
Obi so ha we time now register no omo anticipate say by that time na ye ba beto aba no we nti by that time no ni school no obi KOD by that time no ni school no obi.
Yeah.
So ningina so and honestly and not Professor Eka Professor De Graft Eka say contestable said the figures in terms of saying it's about over 5 million people have benefited from the free educational contestable, but in as much as kososano I think say a honum underscore omanyo munema yi omanyo
I see. There's this may to me looks quite controversial, and I think it needs to be looked at as well. Also ekasa well ye piska kwa kotwaba mua ma iska kwa kotwaba nti yen kwa kotwaba enen kroni bano. All those people also affected the voting pattern because the last time here it was COVID-19 era. That was the 2020. So a lot of people ebiom registered by bikura samre yakasei womu enti hono ebiu. Now they were anticipating say the party may give them some money transport to go and vote. Omu nyina ankwa ankotwaba. Yeah. Yeah.
I a honeymoon NDC in a yard pa. This year's election.
Okay.
Because NDC managed that one very well.
Is it?
I saw some buses. Yes. I NDC for na organize buses and all those things. We party paraphernalia and all those posters. President John Dramani Mahama Neboso Moko. So already, ningina boils down to the economy. Obi wa otiakra. MPP ni and once one team she put those people in line.
Yeah.
So we know so. Oh, avi any ze me faka ni akwa ni mamintina na minji mahome. And all these things panned out in this election, and a lot of factors. But to me, I think say MPP might go doing research and all those things. Yes, on more research. But 90% of this defeat backs with the hand or on the head of the president.
90% of them. How do you justify that?
KOD, the economy was always going to be the battle where election would be fought.
The economy. It doesn't matter, say, preparation, launch pad to jump into the future.
Yeah.
Presently, people vote against you.
That's it. Economy, so it was a referendum on you. Now, I also sensed one thing. KOD, post-COVID, elections do now, of course, when Africa, after the whole world,
yeah. Because of the hardship,
affect you.
Care whatever brought it. Yes. You are the leader. And take the bus stop with you.
Take responsibility.
Okay.
Because say Ghana, you see COVID and the Russia-Ukraine war affected the economy of the world. Near to some scandals in government. Am I suspected, BB?
Of course. Economy, Mudi dipeche.
Says tighten your belt. Namwe. Okay. Yeah, the sports. KOD Russia Ukraine war ba. COVID ba. But KOD yenya sports minister you see a cost spending $15 million say the African athletes about all African games. So you ask yourself on the average every day be a saying an spending on feeding On feeding kwa. Accreditation.
It raises a lot of questions.
It raises concern. So accreditation tag near all African games. Ye mu be some of our guys ekobi and ye who said the accreditation in city KOD just merely a paper. Near see spending almost $4 million on accreditation. So ye baby say you say Russia Ukraine war on COVID now more cano. At the end of war still na mo say. So people will say you are insensitive. You are insensitive to their plight. And especially how inflation rose all the way to around 54, 50, 52, 55.
Mamenko Gomwa Central. Na mekofa Nana sorry. Ewo ahombano so. Nana, good afternoon. Hello, Nana. Hello. Nana, sorry.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Na boko de. Gomwa Central. Mayente we dey na koso ho.
Anything, any other, Omdo Abatoni na Expresso. Na, before we look at the Bibia Aquano, Anage. Na, Maminka and Konuka Pampan, Gomwa Central. Parliamentary aspirant, Nana in Yakansa, on the incumbent MP, no, deputy interior minister. And I say, on NDC side, I say about NDC for the shop. You know, damage, being working, and if you do not my NDC. And you know, them, Kwame after being, now, independent candidate. Never say, any family was saying, any you, Chief Gomwa Central this year, and for Sabana, only back home, and can come to the game at a moment. Now, anyway, about the band, now. Nani in Yakansa, and about 10,541, 10,540, and 9116, 9116, and independent candidate, Kanya Sarabin, and so 14,408. Let us say, you should not. Now, independent candidate, Kanya Sarabin, Naya Bonamano, Kwame Plus, Oruna, Ethnic Odin Kunim, our parliamentary elections now, of course, so I will go more than canon. I think the ban of presidential elections now, MPP, over 10,521, 10,521, and NDC, and 20,205, 20,205, going in 81, CPP, in 87. I think woman not coming in Nadia, if you are in about Bianyati, in Kinaga, Gomwa Central, and some enemy. Yada say, Nana Kojo Asari, and Yakofano from Gomwa Central. A plus. Ewini ewo Gomwa Central. I feel we are independent candidates pa be say me we for so far me nya 4 oko north baako wo ho oba east na baako ho Asante Achim baako ha na oko Gomwa so a me nya baako me say bi ba be ka ho definitely.
Those within the entertainment industry are also making it to parliament.
They also go.
Yes.
I'm also make it pa. Is there
Sadiq and then now A plus.
A plus also yeah.
Yes.
This year, I'm saying a lot of dynamism, and the next parliament we will get a lot of dynamic let's say areas
creative arts industry, no, and also the entertainment industry, no, and where Baba Sadiq 3 music awards, where Juma all year, how he's been dealing with all those things. So Juma Lubian say, or actor, why Juma, why a lot of staffs. KOD so musician. I said I didn't hear our political commentator and all those things, you know. And I think it's good for those creative industries, you know. KOD yana maybe some you say omo amudi enim as politicians, you know. Yana omo some of the things omo neglect yana.
A bit
entertainment and a huge industry.
Okay.
Alongside sports.
I'm promise MVP promise NDC promise omuntimi deliver.
Deliver. Then you see those actresses, musicians they been mo wafa, e been mo so wafa on said identity. If they know how they can use those industries, to tap a lot of talent and make huge money is easy. Keodi, hip hop, and give American economy around $14 billion.
Hip hop,
okay. So you can imagine if our politicians or government are going to invest in music industry, and then she said the streaming apps ABBA. Those are musicians, so shows. You can imagine the numbers they make.
Yeah.
And then you can imagine how inroads that person makes in the world.
Okay.
So I think if they take those things strongly, a bit more power going forward.
Okay.
The same also applies to sports.
Okay.
A big, huge industry. Now, say see Mayweather and one boxing one night. Killed. No, $180 million. So you can imagine if you are going to make sports a huge industry. There are some vicinities in US, Killed. Say, basketball team, no performer, the whole economy in that vicinity, no.
Yeah.
And this is where they need to tap all those things, But I think going forward, you bring your time, the governance of the country.
All right.
And how things have been panning out.
All right.
Me did say in politicians, and yet too much of things in a Ghana for. There are just some basic things on my Ghana for who betom. A typical example, KOD, rent.
Rent.
Maybe some will say, saying yes, rent, my moha. Ghana for
na se me te say MPP government especially ye ka say saska kutua kase na de ato na obi anka yanya no I think a monthly and we could see saying how did the rent friend saying
yes project
yes
affordable was okore mampoyi even though amanfo but nipa dodo say ni wom some sizable number of those projects again and Ghanaians adeno rent to own. You can imagine KOD sika amanfo ebohoka rent Ghana in the space of 5 to 10 years nipa kono use obetimi esi adan.
Yeah.
That's rent now kotua within those years like yes
right.
Aden yintimi rent to own policy. Not the be out here rent no so 2-3 years and also regulate industry no obia any ope and besides it affects the urban areas the BIA cities yen suffer most. So KOD, this is one typical example of what our next government must take a close look at. Apart from that,
transportation. And they say, well, a friend saying, if you to water because at the same car, a friend saying electric buses and buses can be reduced.
Any vibrant railway network. Because I was attending St. Peter's RC Primary, Roman Hill here. Then time near because school near shift. You 2 weeks and 2 weeks. You drew a babu station side of your same train. Train ba.
Do an famo.
Yes, I say original. Ebenam market no more ekowia ansa na mo transfer na school.
Okay.
Na e vibrant and all those things e boama make up that
the economy and then transportation,
petrol prices and all those things. Dependence on cars and platform. I went to Morocco, KOD last year, and I saw how vibrant their railway system was.
Okay.
Railway system nebema obia say yen vibrantly KOD. Obi betimi atena Kumasi na ewe adwuma Accra every day bia obekwa aba. Say yen ya every day bia obekwa adwuma ba. Ningina no say anytime you say by this time as say me drew by this time train be ba be family by this time me drew Accra na makwa koye me dwuma ye ya masaba
Africa no Africa train masaba
abrofo ko mukruma ni living no very smooth.
Right, near we ewo western region so far 17 seats in the 2020 elections. It was 9 for the MPP, 8 for the NDC. Now the NDC make unprecedented history our western region. Kwesimin team constituency na MPP for there omaji secondary constituency womo agye Impoho constituency womo agye Takwan Soyem constituency mrekuduka anabi mrekuduka Takwan Soyem mrekuduka ho omo agye Esikado Ketan constituency omaje Shaman constituency
Esikado say onum na Jogati
Jogati so wankobi omo agye Shaman constituency omaje na Ahanta West constituency omaje sa 7 yi nyina asan abeka omo edie 8 no ho they say aka 2 pe wow right mamenko obom dombi abra na menkohwe asiama ono ewo na yenkotie ho so de owo edi emma yen enso ewo obom dombi abra asiama good afternoon na boko de
Oma dia na dawo ma jadru mtu dawo me dai
juma na asoma wo enya hwe kakra eche bia obaje wa home na eden na ekoso ewo ompesu aso ho
aba mema ya zofu ni eti kwa baba obamra odum domia bra conference na domia bay eno no expect that mention na say so that mention na ayo conference ni na ta ya eno ya batia na English amount of BMO ana odum domia dance exercise na enjin na ka say ayadia odum domia bra solution na akono ama eya result na we issue eya district where and I do a preparing officer. I don't know about your commission about the two jams. Now, I report and answer results are a bit mona. About when now, when a year, a police station, my poor, I have no and so 207, and I think now by year. Now, a former year, and anytime you share anymore, na bano na ba bano idea na ewo suye pa 7 numbers somebody buy na nipa ba tu abano 71,270 71,270 ana die ya ka say just ballot ya to for presidential bundo ni abano 770 that presidential result na sabi ni MPP Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia, MPP Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia, 52,316, 52,316, ana Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia, so it's me and only okay, and only your total registered voters in the okay. Presidential and presidential and force from a million and I do a doctor Bawumia, 8 minutes in the other kind of say, okay, and so was in but a presidential is 6,808. 6,808. So a presidential doctor Bawumia, 6,608. This is how we get from about to Commissioner. And this is John Dramani Mahama, 25,298. 25,298. And our presidential announced a buyer. Now, also a parliamentary now. Abdul Wahab and no contest on the ticket of MPP. 10,445. 10,445. And NDC parliamentary candidate. Isaac, YouTuber, also Enya, 22,790, 22,790, and also the team able to get LY, and also we, about the police and our also today, but this year, not to claim, I will obey the Brand, we can confirm, say, NDC, acting of a parliamentary seat now, over my Diamana, almost a year 10,000 margin and a year candidate, another candidate, 18 Ebona, MPP candidate, no, so that is a no for a year parliamentary, so they see before year, any about 1 in my elbow. Now, for other presidential, no more tech, I know, they will do any other now, Momano, and sometimes things like Alan John for this, Matia, one is to be the personal. one only man 68. And another time it would be up to 171. 171. In the 30th year elsewhere, no. It's just about 6,808. John Dramani Mahama, 25,288. Nana Kwame Bedi up to 171. And Alan Johnson did some, I think, 68. So, all the past year, now 30th year, and when say but then English amount of parliamentary ABBA. You know, as I know, I do have so none presidential coalition or Muslim coalition. Yeah, you are out of students. So, we swear, your memory, since you are the team, I will go to me after. So, I'm sure other than and say, you're not going to have a greener to cover 23 and I do a many of those. Yeah, and I say, you are making a thing at the moment. Now, the question about the dream of boom, I'm a summer in a fire. After I run 12:30 to 1:93. I'm a summer at the Banana Police Center and NTC. The NDC Samani Ponema about the person and said, go over 300 police stations. And I'm a summer and almost a banner. So, after time, and then you see over 100 plus, and I'm making me up only to a police system before my church. I don't know how to say I do know before. It's something the declare NDC parliamentary candidates. I respect them. I say no to another business. The name of the Samana. All indications take them to tell them. I say no. I 4 years ago. A year in 2020. And my year, you were a year minister. Taking me a day over 4,000 votes. Taking the same criminals. Tell them, I say no to the Biafran messages to the media. So this is the 13,000 votes difference. And it's maybe the Alaka team. I do not have a class man. I think to me, I'm a summer conscience in me. You know, the all the time, yeah. You are maybe actually about to have the same, and I want to tell you.
All right, yeah, that's say we Nana assume Siama and the report from Obom Domiabra constituency. A constituency, no, originally NDC for a seat. Sophia Karen Edem Akwaku and Oye a year incumbent and as emphasis on a MP or 2020 or Renee sitting with 22,083 votes as against a year Philip EK Do or no MPP was 13,989 votes. Not just the Honti originally a year NDC for vote number sign NDC for seat and number sign a retaining that seat. Entina the free a year Nanaya Asiama ehwa ode ebren mamesa ensiso ebiu na memamo entiase so ko eye obom Domiabra eye constituency MPP meka eye parliamentary no onya 6,608 not just what so kra from 13,000 the previous election no and NDC enya 25,290 also increased by 3,000 and over vote but presidential no MPP enya 20,445 and NDC enya 22,790 not just say and also a year ekopim and so ewo and so no right and see awa yegusua ye ka ebo no mienu a ye be sorry na yasa konkran na omonso atoa enkomo twetwe no so
Adiana, I was just asking myself yeah here na Ghanaian youth no
okay
the Ghanaian youth in this election and going forward.
Yes, yeah, almost so pattern, no? Yes. Because according to the statistics, now a youth unemployment between the ages of 15 and then that age bracket, never so. And these were the people who were also going to vote, apart from those who were in 15. Mame ko chasa no homra. Na yensanko dome kwabenya na yenko Charles anohona ononso emfa dome kwabenya am say de enya ba bedru na esi. Charles, good afternoon. Hello Charles. Charles. Hello. Hello Charles. Yes, Sabeka Charles na afede akoso ho no na akoye bibio still no mo hyedem ho ya omo quality ɛyɛ resource no na yɛn kɔnkɔhwɛ sɛ ɛyɛ microcode but yɛate sɛ microcode deɛ awɔ hɔ ɔde awɔ hɔ nti ɛnyɛ adeɛ hyɛ da yɛ nwanwa biara saa yɛate. Hello Charles. Ebacho mo san hwɛ sɛ ebenya Charles wa homa no so na afei yɛne no entoa so ɛwɔ ha ɔba na afei yɛne no adi yɛn common. So we are looking at the youth and how they also voted. We are conjecturing around it because we don't know the divisions as to how the voting went, patterns like, but we are just in that case expect to say those are the people because MPP talked about NIP and then YE4 programs are whole did they play any role in the decision making of this youth?
For example, had an effect in the last election.
Okay.
We want to say no shall 2018. That was first term of President Akufo-Addo.
Yeah.
So it ended 2021, a 3-year program. But the rest, how was the government able to fashion out a policy to help solve the unemployment problem?
Hold on, I'm call Charles Hobio. Charles. Hello, Charles. Hello, Charles. Charles. Hello, Charles. Hello. Charles and Timinka. Meaning what is happening. Hello, Charles. Well, whatever fun on tea.
So, Kiodi, I think it's one of the things affected the government of the day, finding out or fashioning out a policy to help solve the unemployment problem. After the program, no? Yes. 3 years in the end, no. Uja muya JJ mwana. NIEP, no, National Entrepreneurship Program, no. How do you do it? National Youth Employment, no. Yana majority all these they are not sustainable jobs.
Right.
What time ending.
Okay.
So ending we are.
What
next? You know, say after NAPCO ending no onko hen.
Okay.
Sahel warring trend affected the youth. Many oti Kumasia.
Yeah.
Yenim the youth for free Ghana.
Yeah.
So the youth now.
Yes.
And the only bit to UK or Canada. I quite remember this 2024 around June, July. A report be by a Canadian embassy. A receive appointment applications for Ghanaians around 63,000, which was 2023, the whole of 2023.
Right. For a year. 63,000 of Ghanaians. I know Canada. Other countries in mind. Yeah.
But Yewura 2024 from January to April and KOD I changed the last year.
The whole year, dear.
Yes, almost 64,000 and above. Canada. So all these things, what was it showing to you? And I remember the MPP rode on one district, one factory.
Yeah.
So what was it? I was having some conversation with some MPP faithful, and I was asking them, say, impact being a one district, one factory, economy no, because over here I see companies you believe so I see a building various stages of completion. Now I wanted to say Zebia moya baina mutimwa munka sebia one district, one factory ewaha goods are produced within the year. Sika Ediaba Ghana no. Now, if there are those factories, so called in a way, we were not seeing some of the products in the market.
All right.
So it gets some questions.
Old companies, then they revamped into products.
Oh, so some of the products now amount for who say be a new crown mosia. Market.
Yeah.
Yes, this is a primary one district, one factory company.
Identify.
Yes, now identify. I know tax rebate and all those things. Campaigns, Emma Ghana for all those things. So employment really played a huge role. Okay. So Keodinameka the power of the social media. Oh yeah, youth first no. Na se ebia obi ankotena ho no ntie radio ye hwe tv ene obi tini baby oye the media
Ono ankasa as an individual. Or apparatus in the bia person send be better.
Yes, obetimi the video atono ho. Just atone so no can sensem aban we muka se mu beye sei. Owi a no the video na to so. Mu pa cho mu nko emu yenko he video yi. Mu aka muka se mu beye sei. Afa nu asaba abeto aso. O ka se obeti otimi ye ya na.
No jama. No we decide. Yes.
Amanfo e follow and all the and then so you drew maybe going forward, politicians, you cannot deal with how social media influence in the bay. Because on to mean chantro. Uchaya, a month for the video near the bro. A same way now, okay.
Nanubi a chum win,
okay. So the castle best sour no dear. At a month for the boafo.
Alright.
So going forward, our politicians must learn all these kind of things. Me dem prempi de bia ke odi mitaka me see ababia be to be a government of the day you decide to win or lose.
It's in your court.
Yeah, the ball is in your court.
To be lose also.
Yes.
Mama, share your expectation. Though there were other areas you have to look, but then share you can't the New Patriotic Party, but then share the NDC.
Yeah.
Now, I share your expectations as they come to government from the next government.
Yeah.
For 4 years, people are saying, say, Mahama Intimi and match because of 4-year term, just a term. The implication and implementation of the 24-hour economy, the revamp of the economy. There's a reset. Let me put it that way. Let me summarize it and say, what is your expectation of the next
President
government?
Mahama, some important promises. May one thing a Damakoma so the constitutional review.
Yeah.
A Damakoma so
yeah. Review the constitution.
Yes,
which areas now to you a follow shot that needs to be
I'm one
at.
of those people who subscribe to the idea said despite doom so between 2012 to 2016 if Kajomama Twa Professor Tamils the constitutional review he could have made a strong showing in the election.
Okay.
Kaivin Kobelu Sukra on lose that margin.
Even with a do so now,
yes,
there
were those who share those sentiments. Or 12 Professor Mills review now. At least he could have made a strong showing.
Okay.
Because constitution map the president to
too much power.
So president to be season obedru 6 months no nyanya an appointment in year. Government apparatus no nyanya set no year. So if one say you are no German ministers no more year. So I think the president since waka say obey the constitutional review make the president elect John Dramani Mahama as a sort of setting in full force say the I bet take the powers of the president and also may I subscribe to the idea say do maybe a EC electoral commission say president
all right
and say IGP say president
okay
and say national commission for civic education ningina say they have almost structures say within through almost mechanisms we bet me reach the top because the government will control over all these things now no na almost function national commission for civic education KOD awo watch but me bisa me say power ben no more education ben no more they will tell you say we lack resources. Now resources in the beba and the central government.
Yeah.
Say abai a resource more almost be magana for education. They lack a lot. There are a lot of educations as some of the my make odi even abai kotui. Me mentias said they be a to abai nya rejected ballots.
And this year so
mentias ye odi. And when we nyina ka ho.
I'm saying should be a seat. My menko na menko hwe de ekoso. Right, ya called me Kwabenya. I'm say issue is you. Charles, Otomenka. Aha, my teams are now wanted. I don't know cost of Domi Kwabenya, but Boyamane, then a coso.
Hello?
Yes, Charles, me too.
Domi Kwabenya constituency about one passport to hold the collection center and as it is the atomic nuclear graduate school hono na what you say about the by one hono na you say adaka be a nine and na educa bi ni na balance to the hono and the man say can na Ejisa Abaka ni na fu na ne omo tia Abaka no so na omo echa editu na ballot papers ana ayema ebiwo ya something to be NDP na something to be so dom ayi se the NDP yewa Muhammadu Buhari e no e for ya sample of in sample play no an kasa ya sample and ni na omo de ben na ya kaya ka ni ni tia Abaka ni na so esi Abaka no na omo ye ho basa e no na ka no so onya kwan no jane by ballot box de omo de na e no ese omo yo ma so nka omo de dem omo de nka omo de dem abeso no nti na sai gidi esi hapa ema aja police police sa be kan won so omo di anso ho be tire no police for no reinforcement no eboa ema omo tu eso ade no na we na se sia ya sa ho ya ka ho se sia ina omo se NDP ekita for no ese ade eche e wo so no so se e wo se omo e declare maame no say ayedia no maame no ye winner of the parliamentary seat no ebi no na yisi e kedo yisi so na system no almost system na nkasa na edimi nti sala tie dia almost enya abotre enfama omo enso no almost omo ntia se kwento omo ko ba pro ende opa fo ni be ye kedia go fa nti gidi pa a o tin se ye bo modin omo bo modin dia se ombe sobo enso so no omo ti ete debate no be edu antona omo ti aso go se situation no e fa se no bi e ha no so no me ntemi no bi e da so ho a yenhu e kon a e be fa so a ja ombe wie because ye na eti omi se omo ti se sabre no e wo se pinchis no you see so so pinchis no en kan ti for omo de ba na enti for so be omo de ba na so no kushema enti for so do se ta pinchis no omo de no na omo e ko en de omo de an kasa enga e ja na se bia omo ti se omo laptop e bia e wo so e tin ka yi ti ne de ba na ndi for you omo de ba na ka omo so aso se omo de no e wo laptop no so omo ya na ka reconciliation for far and total figures na et mapa and also entiafe anya aduma omo se omo entiafe so no omo ko fa NTV bon ko fa places na so be ya we places da na we places da na omo ti na reconcile e ti no be se so ya da so e wo ha entiafe anya aduma ema presidential plan ni na ya fa ko parliament no nkaza so kwa amomo the figures no asa input aya hiso ti wa ha ba ze dia no adu kakra implementation no de ofa ano every e wa ha bo ni kwabenya e collection center ha ya da so ho
just one this say aye distractions bi akoso ma say nyema ne bi wo ho no mana
enwo ma nka de omo NSS nyema bi wa nkunya na e wo ho na ya pese no eno na nka omo ye so fa ba bambo no bo model e prevent omo ti nyema pa say ya fa say property pa de omo say property bia e wa ha so
Mimusa so munyanya headway because we gina fa na we gina fa omunya headway nti ye hu de omoye ewo e collection center onya sa
no collection center no kasa no ya ye no say ni ya wata ni ya bi a cikin mun ka yebu e ko biya sai no president ya wi no ma ai abi ko ya na ya da so no ni na pesa fa le ko biya e ka ana solo wo todo pinchi no ko pa no o ko fa yo ko na yo ko pa na yo pa ye se dia o bo ti jana na ya kare dia na ni agent de ni pa agent de bro na yo pa na se pa na ni pinchi na pa ti agent de ni ka wa ni ku ti ya se e de pa ni se da ya e ko ya na ka pa ko e no de so ya e nya ye tuma e na e ti ta fo na o mo ti ze ko ti apa na so se se ko ko ti admit on ti ze don't declare only the panel. Don't declare it and say, you can go massage it. If you are a cataclysm, you can declare it. If you don't put it away, you know, put me a different figure. If you answer the boy, one manager, or missing number, you don't know, you have a city of the addition of if you have been, now you begin in your
na isi dia no ewen almost pinches sen komusu wo bia na mboa na ada na omu news na still on person and I say chinyo show ba aye figures na wo bia de so
na so say we ezia oya so ya ezia wa fa media figures na ayi ti kutano ezia na eno ye massage one so na so you to go de na Then ka NDC so every pension number. Then NDC so you pension number. Then we get the pension back. Now I'm going to call and say, and the same figure, and you see when I'm a man can use the figure, you know, every above, every song. That is to say, we are going to get the money. NDC is the one that NDC is the one to say, no, Catano. And yet, available, but what is a laptop? So many people know a laptop. And the only one of them almost a laptop. Only young, only laptop, no to Amana Ashe. But then, many NDC going to be a long person. Because I'm more concerned with the laptop. The deputy of Wanda a Picano, and yes, and yes, now being a side of the things that I never said going behind. It's done a baby almost just yet. So, almost on 50 now almost you say. It's not very good for almost here. You're all concerned. And you just declare, you know, indicate my name.
We Charles, I know, Domi Kwabenya, and other report every honum at the election 2024. It was some endorse year. But there comes a Balm of Gilead Alternative Clinic and then Diagnostic Center. One more account in our the election avenue. Yeah, the bro say diabetes ne how and I say peptic ulcer, stroke, hypertension, and I say ultimate infertility and ATT and I say be a prostate challenge now or asthma yent shewa and I say unum penum say osteoporosis and I say arthritis and a house rheumatoid and I say arthritis be an fabedan e be edu hojuba edema hepatitis B any other hepatitis anyhow bra why you do abroso why you obese fabedan ye Balm of Gilead Alternative Clinic and Diagnostic Center ye be hwe eyisa haw no edi efri ho edi ama nuane ena ye ho adwuma sebe ya lifestyle ne onema bi betimi asesade hia se wose mo aduro no so ye mo aduro na bibia enso etimi akoye edi ama kumase ye wo the cabin ye wo MTN office no echi yani Eja hotel no ena annex ND inhwanimu sanso ena do ni chemu nkran West Legon Jogidel Court ye ben West Legon Pharmacy ye ne omo ebe hona afi takra de so anaji ena ye wo ye ne choice smart no ena eben ho na chese oba na yetimi aboa friend 0240512171 0240512171 and 0539 0539 863838 0539 863838 and 0509 554618 0509 554618 na ya jewo so na de tiene kam se ebo don mienu a no mienu a bedresa konkran na Kwame Apiaku Mr. Speaker ene ziganum ewo ho na omo asomu from there but we're looking at post election 2024 the shock enter into Ghana still and before you're dazed because they weren't expecting what has happened and before no krana or matublu no kramusu you dazed because almost expectation no it has been met overwhelmingly na the and also akwa no na ye youth and in Kroneba na ye hear the atrocities see the shooting incidents mentime ho ase when in Kroneba abema the or seemingly quiet election yenya so far.
Well, KOD, one of the things it makes you to call for a lot of questions to be asked. Say, Yesuana.
Okay.
Yeah, Abatu. This is the 9th time since the 4th Republican democracy. Adia ne awo those political party vigilantism ukai those time macho men ye tutua ba ye si obi akwakovia ballot box enwa there were issues me kai se enwa malam ye friend ewo mankran so side on mo he talked about I think said some people no kobun person mo swap ballot box and all these things were going on. You ask yourself say de bia yesu nyansa na wo a wo swap ballot box no bisa why na ye o mame why na ye o eno ni asem no
o ba papa no so bi
eno ni asem no
o so bi
eno ni asem no
obi wo so ono tini fie no yere ne ma dwodwo no
aban ko want to be eno mo nto ababi no aban ko want to be
na una ko wu ama no
tire ye ni bi
una ko wu ama no
that's it. So nyankpala incident e ko yes obi akwakutu obi obi akwakutu obi akum no kaswa and ododio ya pai obiti all those. At least Ghanaians, we must learn from this. And no, honestly, I still stand my point. Honestly, one of the things among who say politicians omonibre. May I still stand to my point, say politicians, to some of them, a binomo election is about the resource at stake.
Not the human.
Not the we are badrimba. We are because about to ye to say peaceful. I didn't chere.
Yeah.
Enya no na say. Enya ntokwa. Enya se si ana Ghana for dodo na ko chere omaje. Ghana for dodo na say yen ko ni say. Yen shift baby leadership ne ko no. Post by service by said Ghana for dodo na say baby leadership of the country ne kono yeah ekotu abato no they decided omo kire say yen shifting so koye bi kotire wadwene koska say we na mepe enye kasa through the term eno na the power but ye ya ne say ya to abayi politicians beba ni obedi ni nsem hu bedi ni nsem hu ni obeye dia dia
they don't learn
we eno ni asem
they don't learn so we'll come back 4 years 8 years na adekro na yi abai ba ko no free so na sa ba pam ba ko no e dey free so when will we progress
so neutral betina so aka say aso mumienu omobomuti mu po eno mo di o ade obi
aso ma sheda
yes aso ma sheda because mistake away be
the same thing
one you be quiet I say
yeah
so you get to ask yourself say omo betina so no party no and then I saw a post of Peter McMahon, former national chairman, said this is the time for sober and reflection.
Yes, I'm go back to learn, reflect on what has happened,
during
2008.
You were the national term.
They made the same statement.
Did you learn?
They made the same statement. We say the same thing. About mere rhetorics and a debia.
Kodi, about to abaya tree, as a mame call for parties, especially both MPP and DC. Among her constitution as a party going forward, saying that leadership, especially the presidential candidates, no mutia bemwa. Because leadership, you actually say, Yababe war leadership.
No, meeting send me Savannah Electoral Commission Office. Ome Trijatum, Yabeko Hon Makofa and Semna Ecosono. Electoral Commission Officer was Savannah. Matisi Trija, Edia 2 office in Mu. Yabeko couldn't come after the Yatian, and so we confirm it from our reporters on work ground sonum. You see where we're heading towards.
That's it. And yet, like when you good news, when you idea good for the ear to listen to. Because Yakotua Bay. Say the running mate, the vice president and the current presidential candidate Babu consider defeat. Ama at least wakamo tempest. Obi anim say okay, say na adeneko. But say ebinumu ko yesi ya na chese ntwe.
Yeah.
Na chese very peaceful atmosphere. Ye hunu say and then oko all the other international communities. Obi eboga na baso. You see Kenyans, Nigerians. Obia. I saw one powerful former BBC journalist. Or a Nigerian. Or see you no na post no or kire say Nigerian amoye moma no omunsia dia Ghana eye yakoto aba yenti say bia collation bibia si say ye de bibia jamo system jamo yentimi collective figures bibia koso the neoluzu na ba be consider defeat ama say calmness aba nti omudi bi am obia e bo Ghana baso but se niam bi say e koso a keodi entweye keodi na meba president no so say bia o ye president na o party ti abemu a o ye party a you must make sure say o some concession in terms of what the powers that be ebewo
o party
now o president ene ti abemu a say wo as a party mo ya concession in terms of the powers that be. From Mikako say say president ne ya the party na nkasa
put him in order. Can they do it?
That's a constitutional and many constitution of the country alongside constitution of my party.
Yeah.
Where say we a party will lose as a constitution now tinimu ye. Because the president etiso na around 90 ministers of majority are sorry say omo cut down omo constituency.
News na yet
so your president ya
to
one more. Yini free no for bibra even for say be ka oyini free on a different person back na wentimi anya at least you have listened to them.
Yeah.
But you see chinchina ono ano mepe around 2024 ade agui afa na obayi no by that time no na bibia say. So menim so obekai one of the things the leadership of the MPP I think said they don't learn. A buy in 2016 even when they were winning power. Now some of the national executives said structures of the party is not working.
Yeah.
In terms of financing of the party and pass it through the structures. Ube na kwa kofa president be na candidate be. Meanwhile the party structures are there. NDC also lost through that.
Yeah.
Because there were people who say when you have for Mahama, you for Mahama. Na party structures, party financing and femu. Na kofa these hands. And no BSC or MPP mu. Even when they were about to win the 2016 election, this was one of the things party even when some of the executives so I think that they must learn with how they are going to deal with the party structures, how they are going to do campaigning, financing and all those things. So as a party sunya concession. Se president ye bibi na touch my se party no some stake be in terms of decision. Solely me the medical said this was an election for MPP to lose. And they decided to lose the election.
To lose.
It was an election for them to lose.
Yes,
and they decided to lose. Decided to lose the election.
They gave it on a
because they have power. Yeah. Ye Jumano Akiodi, Ghana for na beto also. Media medical can.
Breaking the 18 it is what you did.
Why? Come on, ye Juma, Ghana for na beto also. Arrogance of power. And that's a debt domestic exchange program. No,
haircut no
amount for investment. And as Shekama group of companies, head. The late Yamin Funny Credits, some of them have been affected. Share the banking crisis now by no said you must no. Yes, in as much as you must save the savings of clean system, but some people were affected.
Yeah.
And those people you can see so be here banking system affected or here all of
these will go against you.
Those things will trickle down. So they must learn sense going forward as a political party. We congratulate the president-elect John Dramani Mahama. Omana yebemanu all wishing all the best. Untiminye jumano. Minimum say anyebia 4 years no beye.
Let's wait and see.
Going forward. Among for us, I see 2028.
Oh, so
yes.
I shall say plan for 2028.
NDC after John Mama.
Who takes
NDC,
over?
We will have to bring a next candidate.
Yes, who takes over?
Yeah. Our brokers,
Anyway, Awal Muhammad and Otin and Kano and Chere Concrete. Na Mr. Speaker and Ziga and Omakana take you over from there. Na Yahre said the table. Balm of Gilead, Alternative Clinic and Diagnosis Center, Kahubinaso Yasna. The election avenue, Ebre, Mo, Midin the Kwabina, O Sudan. Yabasisia.
Hi, it's me, Dr. Rhonda Marie.